Welcome everybody to Dice Camera. No, this isn't Dice Camera Action. This is Dice Fables. We're playing Curse of Strahd. This is episode, or session, sorry, 46, if you can believe it. We're almost there. I was intending to end at session 50, so we're so very close. I am Spencer. I will be your DM for this evening, afternoon, or morning, whenever you are listening, /playing, /anything, really. Joining us today, we have Riley playing Volk Moonwise, our miraculous menagerie. We have Habiki playing Ireena Myth, our avenging general and frostmaiden of the 10 towns. And I mean, depending on how things go today, Ireena might get a new moniker too. For Diana Lothran, we have Abby picking up the reliable resident good Drow and maiden of Illustre. Not Diana Lothran. Diana is now Diana Moonsong. Diana Moonsong, because you have been christened as the Dark Lady, or the Dark Maiden of the Pathfinders of Illustre. Your own order
We are
of
both
knights.
moons.
Yes.
Oh.
So, the game has been well and truly mooned. Hit me up, guys. What happened last time? What is going on right now in the world as you're mooning one another? Tell me. What's going on?
I met a creepy old lady.
Yeah, there was a creepy old lady who collects souls.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I having trouble with names? Ileana. We also had a talk with the people whose dog we killed.
Yes.
Yes.
And Volk thought it was all extremely silly and stupid. That we had to give up a bunch of stuff just because we killed a stupid dog. Which is very silly in retrospect, but whatever. I stuck to the bit, so
That works, yeah.
Ileana got rid of her staff, the spear that she didn't really want. Yeah, she didn't really want to hold on to it, so it was nice to get rid of it. Rory reasoned with the lady and convinced her to let us keep the symbol of Ravenkind, because it's helpful for what we're trying to do.
It's very important, yes.
And then we went on. We met the creepy old lady. We fought some flame skulls.
You did.
We took a nap, and we fought more flame skulls. And then our lovely werewolf friend got turned into a werewolf and has not reverted to human form.
That is correct.
Indeed.
Anything anybody
I
wants to
think
add?
we might be about to have either another fight or a nap.
This is definitely going to be a fight. In fact, as we close up the recap stage, if anybody wants to add anything, I would like everybody to roll initiative. I'll add a tracker here real quick. Okay. So for this initiative, you are going to roll one as well, Habiki, although you will be unconscious for this fight.
Right. Let's go.
I believe I was a giant
Oh,
eagle or something.
that's bad.
You were something that can fly.
I was something that could fly, and it was the highest CR I could grab.
Okay. I'm just going to roll some initiatives in secret here real quick. Don't mind me.
Not doing great. I have 14 HP and 1 spell slot.
Yeah, might be time to take a breather after this. Okay.
You
so
think?
We have Volk, we have Ileena, we have Diana. I'm going to roll one for Rory and Ireena real quick. Objects and tokens. Nope. Objects and tokens. There we go. Rory. Open. Rory Aurora. Character sheet. core. Where is the initiative roll? There we go. I never touch these things anymore. I only use NPC sheets. All right, descending order. So up first is Diana, but I will describe for you what happens at the start of the order. So last time, indeed, Ireena got transformed into a werewolf and started to attack her friends. She was knocked unconscious, but unlike previous times that she has become a werewolf, she did not revert back to her human form. Instead, she remained unconscious. And as you look at her body, Diana, you look across from the shattered balcony. Volk, you look up in your eagle form. And Casimir, of course, is the one who dealt the blow, so he's looking right down at her. Ireena begins to twitch in her unconsciousness. And tendrils of smoke begin to exude from her mind, as appearing in the spaces around her, manifesting, crawling out of her like tumors or ticks emerging from beneath her werewolf fur. These creatures begin to pull themselves out. They are pale, like Ireena's skin. It really does look like ticks emerging from underneath her fur. There are bursts of blood and ichor as they pull themselves out of her body and emerge around her, taking form. I will drop them onto the map now so you can see them. Nope, not add turn. Wrong button. Roll 20. Layer. Token layer. Crawling out from under Ireena's fur are little humanoid creatures. The skin and viscera that is extracted from, that forces its way out of Ireena's body, grows and expands, and some of them grow into these tiny little, like 3 foot tall humanoids with little bone spurs poking out of them at all odd angles. One of them becomes this long, almost snake-like body with several arms extruding out of it. All of them are horrendous, horrifying mockeries of what actual biology is supposed to look like. And they skitter around and they growl and hiss at you. And we have entered initiative. So, up at the top, Diana, you were looking at these horrifying creatures. Actually, I'm going to drop a picture real quick into the overhead. In the monsters page, there is now an entry called... where is it? Star Spawn. So you can get an idea of the vibe of what you are looking at. All players.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna drop down. Wait, would potentially... No, too far.
It is a 30-foot drop, so if you make an athletics check, you can make that drop without taking any damage, or you can run around. You are very fast.
Yeah, I will do that. I'll try dropping down.
Okay. So give me an athletics check. It's not going to be difficult. Yeah, you're fine. You can
and then with like a burst of speed, like some dust flying behind her, I'm going to move here, dashing as a bonus action.
Sure.
And yeah.
Yeah, the creature turns on you, and as you approach, it like physically turns around to you without actually moving its feet at all. It's like the joints in it don't have any reasonable articulation. The head just completely spins around, and all the arms just flip their joints back over, and all their fingers bend in the opposite direction. This thing has 3 arms on each side, and very short, stubby legs. So it looks like a centipede standing on its hind legs, but of course covered in broken human flesh.
Yeah. Does this thing... I'll say to Casimir, does this thing mean anything to you? Have you read about something like this?
That's a great question. If you would like, you can both roll our Arcana, or you can roll Arcana with advantage for both of you, to pooling your knowledge.
I think I'll just have Casimir just roll Arcana.
That works.
26.
Holy cow. Yeah, so he knows what these things are, or at least he recognizes what they are. He will say to you, They're aberrations from the far realm. I've only heard of them in stories. These are creatures from beyond space and time. They're monsters of eldritch abominations.
And do you think killing them would do anything, or do we need to actually...
I have no idea. I've never seen them in person.
I'm gonna then just do what usually works and slash it at. The first one is with Dread Ambush.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh. Unfortunately, a miss. Its articulation is such that you can't quite
It
get
broke
beat
again.
Oh, is it broken?
No, it's still in that one.
Oh, okay.
So I just need to set I don't know what's going on with that.
You don't have enough pluses to get around in that one.
No. It would be like an 11, and I imagine these guys are small, so they're probably...
You were attacking the one with multiple arms, right?
Yeah.
Hello, Mia!
I told you to start without me.
Yeah, you just missed the recap. Ileena's body is twitching in its sleep, and dreams have begun to push themselves out of her flesh like tumors and emerge. Casimir has identified them as star spawn, which are aberrations from the far realms beyond space and time.
Fun.
So Diana is just getting the first hit off, but she rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, and then the other two, 26.
Definitely hits. Definitely hits. Okay.
So that in total, 30 damage.
30 damage. Quite a chunk.
Wait.
You carved
a
decent chunk out of this thing's torso, and its limbs sort of squirm as you slash into it, like the squirming of a centipede on its back.
Sorry, no, it's 28, not 30.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn, though. Casimir, I think, will... I think he'll Misty Step away.
That's a good plan. He Misty Steps away. We come to Ileena's turn then. So Ileena, on your turn...
He does have his action. Sorry. Misty Step bonus action. I'm just going to do a Firebolt.
Good plan. 11.
On the closest one to him, so this one here.
The little one? So the small ones with the grinning faces are they're small. They're about 3 feet tall. It doesn't have any relevant resistances, so it's going to take all of that.
Right. Yeah, that's it for me then.
And it's actually looking not too hot. The smaller ones do not have as much health as the centipede-looking motherfucker.
Okay, nice.
Okay, we jump back to... Sorry, 1 second. We jump to Ileena's turn. So at the start of your turn, Ileena, we're going to take place... the material will resolve the material run first. So Ileena, your body stands up. And it stands up almost like a puppet. There's no sort of logic to the way you stand. It's just sort of... your shoulders come up, and then your knees come up, and then your hips come up. It's really bizarre to watch. And then you are going to use your movement on your turn to head past everybody. So it's going to be difficult terrain to move past these people. So that's going to be 10 feet of movement to get there. And then it will go to 15, and then it will leave your range. Diane, are you going to make an attack of opportunity?
On Ilena?
Yes. Would you like
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Then she will continue moving. She will just rush right through Volk's space, which will require a little more difficult terrain. She'll get there. Ileena is then going to use her action. And it is bizarre to watch the way she is moving. She is not under her own power whatsoever, and her eyes are still shut. And you can actually hear, as she passes you, there are little murmurs, gasps of terror in her voice as she passes you. We go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she is headed straight north of you guys, full speed. But there you can hear like creaks and cracks because her joints aren't quite at the right orientation for her running right now. It is quite unpleasant to listen to and watch. At this point, at the end of your turn, I'd like you, or at the end of the physical turn, please roll me a d4. Ileena.
Okay. All right. I will roll a d4. 2.
As you reach the end of your body's turn, 2 more tumors break their way outside of your body, and 2 more of those small creatures crawl their ways out of you. Oh no, I did the thing where their HP is connected to their stat sheet. I'm going to have to fix that real quick. None. Anyway, 2 more of those small guys crawl their way out of your back.
I love this.
And they will...
I
will roll initiative for them at the top of the next turn. So right before your turn, Diana, they will join the initiative stack. I think that's how I want to do that, because these are summoned creatures. No, they would roll initiative right away. That's how that works.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Initiative. Okay. Descending order. So that is what happens to Ileena's body. Now, in the dream space, Ileena, you find yourself as yourself. You are not undead. You are not a werewolf. You are you, as you were when you arrived in Barovia. You are human. You're wearing your beautiful green cloak. You have your expensive armor on underneath that isn't broken and bursted open into several pieces. But you find yourself in a very unfamiliar place. I'm going to drop a picture into the Amber Temple.
Right.
You find yourself on the outside of an obelisk that stretches out a very far distance in every direction. Above you, the sky is writhing purple clouds that are opaque, and they almost are thick enough to blot out the infinite expanse of darkness and stars above you. You can see forms moving in the clouds on either side of you, giant tentacled things floating in the clouds around this obelisk that you stand upon. You're in the midst of some sort of realm space. The ground around you is covered in hieroglyphs of alien design and ancient languages that seem to writhe, move, and change as you look at them. No matter where you look, every hieroglyph you spot on every stone surface around you is different every time you look at it. And as you peer about this space, you catch sight of a star, the brightest spot in the sky. It hovers directly north of you. And with the way that the spinning obelisk is arranged right now, that star is hovering right above a pedestal, about 90 feet from you. You recognize this star. It is a faceless corpse star, and it stares into you with all of the cold hate and fury of the elemental concept of revenge itself. And as this star sees you and you look at it, I need you to make a wisdom contest with this creature as it attempts to exert its will over you in this space.
Let's go, guys. Let's beat a dead god. I'm here for it.
So
Easy,
I am
right?
going to roll this in secret, but I will tell you.
So wisdom save or just a wisdom check?
This is going to be a wisdom contest. So I'm going to roll first to set the DC, and then I will tell you if you succeed or not.
Am I under exhaustion?
No, this is your mind.
Okay.
This is your soul. So you will be making this check as normal. Yes, and this creature is attempting to exert its will over you.
No. Session reroll. I have one.
Good plan.
I don't have one anymore.
Always
19.
It
Okay.
can become lower. It always becomes lower.
Okay.
Its
okay.
charisma check to impose its will on you was an 18.
Ooh,
Let's go.
With that, you are not compelled to move towards this pedestal. But as you begin to move away from it, terrified by this cold eye staring at you across the way, you notice there are other forms moving amongst the shifting hieroglyphs around you. They are shapeless, formless, amalgams of faces, furs, teeth, claws, and tentacles. Things are emerging from the surface. Things that defy reason and logic. And you have to avert your eyes because as you look at them, you can feel something inside of you breaking at the sheer horror of all of it. It is indescribable to put a word to it.
So you just described it.
I know.
That's cheating.
I mean, Lovecraft wrote entire novels about this stuff, so I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
entirely indescribable.
He cheated as well.
But yeah.
Your brain just can't process it right now.
You can
that's
feel
what's going on.
panic beginning to build in your chest, but at the moment you are not compelled to move any closer to the pedestal. But you can feel that cold eye burning into you, and you know that it will try to get you again. It's only a matter of time. But now we jump back to the present, the real world, as Volk. You have just witnessed Ireena spawn these tick-like growths that peeled their way out of her body. She ran past
I
you,
hate it.
produced more. What would you like to do? You know she is headed north of you, and she's not under her own power.
What is distances here? Yeah, okay, I can do that. So Volk is going to take off and land on this ledge.
Good plan.
Bonus action, drop their wild shape.
Okay, you poof back immediately.
And then, yes. And then as an action, they are going to cast Conjure Animals with their final 4th level spell. It is a 3rd level spell, but they are casting it with a 4th level slot because it is their only thing. They are going to summon 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4, those being probably skeletal velociraptors.
Okay. Do you have stats for them, or do I need to provide them? Okay.
I
just need to give you tokens. You should have tokens.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to give you the ampersand token.
I think I do have Velociraptor, but I'm not sure. I'm going to check my menagerie.
Velociraptor's also
I have Vulture.
Oh, very small?
So I don't have Velociraptor.
That's okay. I will give this to control to Riley. How many did you say you were summoning?
Well, I can just bring in a bunch of bats.
No, this might be a little bit easier because obviously these will be the summoned creatures.
Okay.
How many are you summoning?
It's 8.
8.
I can summon them within 60 feet of myself. So I will move them to where I want them once I have all.
4, one more.
One more.
There you go. You can place those wherever you want.
To 8 beasts within 60 feet.
So basically anywhere in this area.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get them there. And the other ones are gonna be ready to head up these stairs because this is as far as I can get them away from myself.
Good idea.
And according to the rules, they roll their own initiative.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll them as a block.
Oh, yeah, that's what the rule is.
So what is their plus on initiative?
Dexterity is +2.
Okay. So I'll add a thing here. We will add turn. Okay. Would you roll dexterity check +2?
Yeah.
A d20?
That's an 11.
11. So they will go right after that fellow.
I seem to have 9.
Well, this one is just...
That's my initiative tracker. Okay, I'm going to keep this guy up here. He doesn't exist.
He doesn't exist. This is all good. Okay. That is your turn. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
That's my movement, my action, and my bonus action for no.
Okay, wonderful. We come back to the creepy little guy's turn. So up first is the guy right next to you, Diane. So the small dude will turn to you, and he will... This is good to know. One thing, as you look at this creature, Diana, it has a maddening form. You get the sense that you would have a hard time making saving throws around this thing because you are so distracted by the alien nature of its body. I'm saying that now so you guys keep me honest because I'm going to forget about their auras. However, the small creature next to you is going to...
If you want, I can track them.
Thank you. I just need to be reminded.
No
That's
worries.
GM. Here we go. 20 feet of the grue that aren't aberrations have disadvantage on saving throws. Very important to remember.
Okay.
So this
I
grue,
will-
And the glue is the big one, right?
no, the grue is the small one.
Okay.
So this halfling-sized creature of a tumor-like proportions opens its mouth and snaps down at you with teeth that are more like exposed bones than actual teeth. It is a 10, so it does not hit. But it did its best. It tried to bite you, which is what counts. The one that was just spawned from Ireena is going to turn and attack the creature right here. So the zombie velociraptor that you summoned is going to get a bite from this this small nightmare. Does a 14 hit its AC? You are muted, by the way.
It was a thumbs up.
I did a thumbs up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking. In that case, that velociraptor will take 5 piercing, and I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Yes, because it is within its aura.
Yeah. I'm going to put health points on this guy. Save settings. There. Now he has a health bar.
That works.
Also, for some reason, he ended up with a little thingy-majigger.
That's to represent the disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Target must succeed on a DC 10. And its wisdom is
And it
plus
is
1.
disadvantage.
So this is a D20 plus 1. Nope.
Nope. Okay. So-
Attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of the Gru's next turn. Okay.
Yeah. So you see your summoned spirit when it takes this bite. It screams, and the scream that starts out as just a scream of pain turns into a wail of horror as it is just distracted by.
It can't scream. It doesn't have vocal cords.
Oh.
It's a skeleton.
Well,
It
it
just
looks like it's screaming, and it is distracted by the alien thoughts that were put into it by the bite from this creature. We come to Rory and Ireena.
Rory is
So,
very slow.
Yeah, you guys were at the body of Kazan. Ireena did her best at investigating, and she found she thought she was very clever in finding the staff that was held aloft by the corpse, but the body has not been fully checked. You just hear screaming from the other room over.
Can you check, my dear? I'm a bit slow at the moment. I'll
She
come.
nods.
So she's gonna go here, see stuff.
Yeah, she passes by Hulwa, who you may remember is a massive, extremely strong, extremely hot lesbian barbarian.
Sadly already taken.
Yes. Yes, so she emerges and sees all the shit that's going down. She will call back to you. She'll say, Ileena's making nightmares.
Where is she?
Running?
No,
North?
like location.
She's running to the north.
Don't think I can catch her.
Well, don't die.
What, die? I don't plan on dying. Don't have anything that is really useful to get her get away. I could dimension door, but then I can't do anything else. I guess the body can wait.
Yeah.
I will use.
I mean, if
Dash,
you don't want to join the fight, you can always just check out the body as you're here.
I mean, honestly, Rory right now cannot do much.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to check the body
Okay.
and use Ireena for the fight. So
Yeah.
got a slightly better investigation than
Yeah,
Ireena.
with a 20. You roll his body over. You see his cloak may have had magical properties at one point, but the the nature of his death destroyed his cloak. So any magical properties it once had are gone. However, as you're just perusing the body, you find he is wearing a necklace on his neck. There's an amulet. It is a little disc, and there's a blue V over it. It's a steel disc with a blue V that has sort of been painted on the front of it. I would like you to roll an Arcana check to see if you can recognize what this item is just when you find it.
I will reroll. There you go.
Hey, very good. With a 21, you know that Kazan was fond of creating constructs, and this is the activation, the command key for Shield Guardian. So somewhere in this temple is a Shield Guardian. This is the amulet that allows you to command it.
Whip. Mine. Shield Guardian amulet.
So that is what you recover from the body.
Well, maybe he should have had it on himself. The Guardian. Maybe he would not have died.
Yeah. Other than that, you find nothing of particular note on his body. There's just other notes, little knickknacks, nothing of particular value.
Ireena sadly does not have anything with range that she can use at the moment. She's very out of everything.
All right, then she just prepares herself. Would you like her to take a dodge action or anything like that, or hold an action?
Yeah, dodge action likely. Actually, yeah, that's I think the best she can do. She will not be able to catch Ilena.
All right, so she will whirl her sword around and bring her shield up and be prepared to take any attacks that come her way. We come to the Grue, which is good for her, because this Grue is going to come up to her, and he is going to bite her. So he will chomp on Ireena. Is going to miss.
No.
But she is affected by the madness of looking at its alien form as well. The Mangler finally gets to go. So at the start of its turn, it is going to use its recharge ability, because it starts with it, which is a rule that I remember now.
Hey.
So this creature has turned to you, Diana, and you've dealt it a decent amount of damage. But as its arms are writhing from the strike you did earlier, they come wailing at you in a flurry of blows. I'm still on GM roll. There we go. These arms are going to make 6 attacks against you.
Oof.
So they are normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe the 18 and the 21 hit you, and the rest miss?
The 18 misses, 21 does hit.
Oh, so only one of them hit. Maybe I misjudged. So that's going to
You rolled really badly.
8 slashing and 11 psychic for a total of 19 damage.
Oh god.
It does not have advantage on you for any reason at the moment.
So it doesn't take psychic.
Oh, it would have advantage on its first roll because of its ambush feature. So I'm going to re-roll the first attack there.
No on all attack rolls.
It
doesn't work because Diana already had a turn.
Never mind. It does not have advantage. I can read. The other feature does not take into effect here. Okay, that is its turn. So its arms wail at you. Only one of them gets through. As it strikes you, you feel the imposition of alien thoughts into your mind. Horrifying image and thoughts of a place beyond time and space. You see deep depths of the ocean that are so dark it looks like space itself. Pinpricks of light that are actually massive creatures beyond your comprehension to really make sense of. And creeping, slithering depths that are far, far older than even the gods themselves. And that happens.
Okay.
It's terrifying.
Wow. Yeah.
I love it.
The Grue goes next. So this creature is torn between Diana and Ireena. I think it's going to run at Ireena instead. It pays no mind to the damage that it has taken. Even though its form is half burned away, it is going to completely ignore Casimir and head straight for Ireena. So it will come at Ireena, mouth first. For an 18, does not hit. Ireena, with the dodge, she managed to use her shield to slap its face out of her way. But yes, she is looking quite upset by the dreams that are trying to push their way into her brain. It is now your summoned creature's turns, Riley.
Yeah. So there's this nice thing about velociraptors, which is that they have pack tactics.
Hell yeah.
So every roll is going to be with advantage.
Except for that first roll.
As long as...
disadvantage from the bite.
Yes. So every every roll is going to be with advantage except for the first one.
Yes.
Actually, no. The bite is the opposite.
Did I miss something? I may have messed something up.
The bite is the opposite.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It has advantage on attacks against that raptor, not disadvantage from that raptor.
And the aura of madness is disadvantage on attack rolls on creatures other than a star spawn group.
Yes.
So I'm good.
Yes. As long as you're attacking the grooves, you're okay.
Yeah. My speed is 30 feet. So I'm going to start with the 3 that are over here.
Okay.
I'm going to start with this guy attacking the one that's right next to him.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to roll 1d20 and another d20. The higher one, 19. And that is for his bite.
Yes.
I also have multi-attack.
This is good.
This is going to take a while.
Yeah.
So that's. I'm just going to do the default. Can I just do the default damage and not roll?
Yeah, that'll be easier on us all.
Because it's going to take less time.
Yes.
So the bite is 5 damage.
Okay.
So now he's going to claw.
Okay. Misses.
Does a 10 hit?
Misses.
Okay. So now this guy is going to attack the same group with first the bite, and the bite is 5.
Gonna hit. Yeah.
With a 22. And the second one is a 23.
Yeah.
For 4 damage.
Yeah.
And then the next one in the row is going to attack. That's a 16.
That will hit, yes.
So that's 5 damage.
And that was on the other grue that's over in this corner, right?
Yeah, it's this one.
Okay.
The second one is a 14.
14 will also hit. Oh, this is good.
Okay. I can do like a
Yeah. Do you have
a
stat sheet for the Velociraptor, by the way?
I do not have one. I have it on D&D Beyond, though.
Do we not have it in the menagerie thing?
It might be in one of the books I don't own on Roll20.
It is definitely one of the basic ones.
It's in Volos, which is new.
Oh, it should be.
Or sorry, it's in Volos and Mordenkainen.
Yeah, but it used to be standard monster manual.
I don't know why I didn't have it in the menagerie. I'm sorry. But there, I will make the stat sheet accessible to you.
Lovely.
There you go. Now you don't need to do it all the long way.
Lovely.
It should be right
let me just
in the journal.
Right up at the top. Okay. I see rhinoceros at the top.
Sorry, not the journal, the top folder. No, I didn't have it as visible to you.
Happened to me very recently as well.
Now it's there.
There it is. Okay. I'm going to open that up.
That'll make things a lot easier.
Yep.
I forgot about
and I'm going to... Okay, so he has a 30-foot movement speed. So that's 10, 20.
Yeah. You get in the way of it.
So he started here. 10, 20, 30. Mm-hmm. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 25. 10, 20, 25. 10, 20, 25. Okay, so now 2 of them are going to attack the big guy.
Okay.
And the 3 that are
on the big guy, on the main.
Oh, right. I'm going to attack the group first then. So the first 3 on the far side are each going to attack.
Go for it.
So
that's a hit.
That's a 19 to hit, so that's 5 damage.
Okay.
And a 21, so that's 4 damage.
Okay. You can actually roll the damage if you'd like to instead, since you have the sheet now. Or you can just take the average. It's easier with the average.
I'm just going to take the average because it's easier. Mm-hmm. And then
still up, but badly damaged.
The next one is going to miss, and then a 16.
16 will hit.
So that's 4 damage.
Okay. It is barely hanging on.
That's a 23.
This will kill it.
All right. So it's gone.
Yeah. It disintegrates into mist as the Velociraptor finishes biting it.
All right. That one is out of range to attack the Grue, and it's already moved. It's 30 feet. So then this one is going to attack the big guy.
It certainly can now.
Oh.
Still has disadvantage because the others are still within 30 feet.
Okay, so then it's just normal.
Yes.
It's just normal.
Yes.
So we'll take that one as a 9. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Yeah, crit fail.
And then the final one is going to be a 19 and a 17, so that's a total
Both
of
those
9.
will hit, yeah. Okay.
And I'm done now.
Okay, beautiful.
This
flurry of velociraptors.
Creature summoning is very powerful.
Yes, it's also real hard to do on Roll20. Or at least I haven't found a way to make it quick. But I'm also...
I might still have a macro for exactly this thing.
All right, I just removed one character from the initiative track.
This is good. This Grue is going to turn on the Velociraptor next to it and is going to attempt to bite it.
Yeah.
That is a 15. Does that hit? I think that hits the raptor. So
yeah, it's a 13 AC.
6 piercing and a wisdom saving throw.
Is it the one in between them or the one over? Okay.
To the right.
So that is, it now has 4 out of 10 save settings, and Velociraptor makes a wisdom that saves.
Okay. It is not affected by the madness. We come back to the top with Diana. So Diana, these things they're falling pretty quickly, but you get the sense that there's going to be more of them. Ireena is not at all done. The one that died next to you, it sort of disintegrated into mists as it died. The nature of these things is quasi-real. They are physically present, but there's something about them that are illusory. But the sort of illusion that is beyond your abilities to do as a caster. They're physically present, quasi-real, to put a word to it.
Okay. I think we need to find out where Ireena is going. I'm going to try and get rid of this guy with the arms and see if I can follow Ireena. So I'll make 1.
Is not going to hit it. So you will take an opportunity attack. That
2,
one will hit. Yeah.
And 3.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Yeah, so that is... The fire's on,
right? Yeah, the fire is on.
It would have disadvantage because you are off from... you're within 30 degrees.
Oh,
so
30
feet?
feet?
That crit.
Okay. Yeah, and then just roll another one with disadvantage. 15?
Okay. 15 is not enough to hit it. No, I'm sorry. 15 is.
All right. So that's 31 damage.
Okay. You deal a decent chunk. This thing is barely holding on, but it is a whirlwind of legs and arms still. But you can escape it because you have distracted it with your strikes.
Yeah, I think then I'm just gonna 40 feet down here.
Yep.
And then Casimir is gonna follow, I think.
Sure.
Gonna dash and get right beside me there. Actually, he's going for a pillar there. Yeah. That's good.
That's good.
I will just say to him, I think if we find out where she's going, then we can maybe stop whatever's got into her.
He says, that seems like a reasonable assessment. They seem to be coming out of her dream or whatever it is she's experiencing. These things are from a realm of dreams.
Hmm. Okay, that's going to be end of my turn then.
Okay. That is the end of the Pathfinders. So Ireena, your body on your turn is going to move another 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She skirts around the edge of the statue, and you lose sight of her as she heads to the other side of the statue. That is your action. And now I'm going to have you roll another d4, Ireena.
1.
This is good news. Only one grew. You hear it, this splurt as another one of these things crawls its way out of Ileena's back. It will join the initiatives tracker.
Oh boy.
15.13. We'll put it right behind the other one.
That's a lot of frog spot.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
Okay. In the dream, you are on this giant city, and as you look around, a name worms its way into your head. It feels like, I don't know if you've ever experienced Wet Willy. I don't know if that's a thing over in Europe, but they're a thing over here, and they're miserable and awful, and aunts and uncles that do it are horrible, evil creatures. It feels like a tongue worming its way into your ear, and a name is whispered. Shifu. XXIPHU. That is the name of this place that you are on, and you get a sense as you hear the name, you understand this is an obelisk that is old, so old. It is older than the gods themselves. It is older than the concept of realm space itself. This is as old, at least, as when the formless mother, the Red Queen, slashed her way across the universe and put the first life into existence itself. And you are standing amidst something that is at least that old. And as this realization comes to you, that eye, that corpse star catches your eye again, and it will attempt to exert its will on you once more to bring you towards the altar ahead of you. We're going to have another contest here.
Another wisdom?
Yeah. I won't tell you what the DC is, but I'll tell you if you succeed.
Let's go 22.
Oh, damn. Yeah, with that, you remember who you are. You remember what you believe in. You remember the commitment you made. And because you rolled over a 20, a shimmering figure appears next to you, manifested from your innermost hopes and dreams. A gorgeous man of maybe 6'3" appears next to you. He has long, slender features. He has silver hair close cropped about his head, and he has silver eyes set in his face. It is a kindly face that is familiar to you. You've seen it in a picture once before. An aspect of Argynvost is raised from beyond the grave, and he smiles at you, and he says, "We can do this, Ireena. We can defeat this elder evil, and we can drive the cold heart of hatred out of your breast together." And he will hold his hand out to you.
I think I'll. Yeah, she's she is extremely confused by this all. So she will just nod and typical Roman handshake, to where you shake not exactly the hand, but
forearms?
the forearms, exactly.
That's beautiful. He smiles at you, and you feel bolstered. For the remainder of these contests, you will have advantage, because Argynvost is now helping you overcome the
Let's go.
unfeeling hatred that is as old as time itself, or older than time itself.
Let's go, guys.
Volk, it is your turn. You actually would have seen in the corner here one of those grooves pull itself out of Ileena's fur. You're muted. You're muted.
There's not much I can really do right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
From up on my crumbling platform. So Volk is just going to issue a verbal command to their velociraptors to protect Ireena and keep attacking the weird grooves.
That works. Give me a perception check. Since
Yeah,
you're going to
sure.
have a little bit of free time up here.
Yeah. Perception.
You don't notice anything in particular.
That was a natural one, guys.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
This
I'm gonna make sure these doors are closed.
that is a good plan. You can absolutely do that. You can shut the doors.
Yeah.
The food in there is
I'm
very
gonna shut
tempting. It smells delicious, and in your wounded state, you are pretty hungry. Just saying.
Nope.
It's there if you want. Okay.
I am a fey creature. I know the danger of like eating food from unknown sources.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. The Gru that has advantage. Actually, no. It's till the start of the Gru's next turn, so it would not have advantage on this bite. This Gru will just try to bite the Velociraptor it bought a bit earlier. That is going to miss. These things aren't as tough as I had initially intended, but this is okay because you're still having a hard time, which is the goal. The Gru does not manage to bite the Velociraptor. The new Gru is going to wend its way around the corner. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is going to survey the situation around it. It is going to use the rest of its action to run into Diana, coming to eat you.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, yum, yum. The Auroras get to go.
Well, let's do Aurora's then. That's quite easy. I go here.
You limp.
And with Ireena. Ooh.
Yep.
It's all for Rory, because she doesn't have a bonus action to do something. Then Ireena is gonna smack the top one first.
That works.
Schmack.
It is a regular attack that will hit it. It takes 8 slashing damage.
We'll attack again.
Up. Ooh, 10 slashing damage. She kills it.
Ooh.
Again, its body disintegrates into mist as it goes away. The quasi-real nature of its summoning is dispelled with a strike of the crusading longsword, or short sword.
A lovely form, my dear.
Thank you. They're hard to hit.
You don't seem to have any problem with it. And that's my turn.
All right. We come to the Mangler. So the Mangler lost Diana. It is surrounded by Velociraptors. So what it is going to do is it is going to make 2 attacks at the Velociraptors. One to the northern one, one to the southern one. End of its turn. Claw and claw.
Normally it's beginning of turn. Unless you want to do it at the end of turn.
Yeah, it's end of turn, so there's always at least one turn without it. Is my intention.
Okay.
So does a 14 hit the Velociraptor? Is the 11 hit? Okay. So the Velociraptor on the south here is going to take 8 slashing and 5 psychic.
The attack didn't have advantage.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
So it only takes the 8.
Yes, just
so now
the 8 slashing.
It's still up.
Barely. That is the
most of its. I've lost my bones.
Mm-hmm. That is the Mangler's turn. That is the end of the Mangler's turn.
To start counting
come
bones.
to the Gru's turn. So this Gru is going to claw at Ireena and try to get a bite in.
Good luck. No.
That is a miss.
It's about 10 too little.
Yes. Velociraptors get to go.
Yay. Okay. We're gonna start up here again.
Okay.
Attacking the only guy that is near it. Let's open up Velociraptor. Let's give it advantage. Let's go. Bite.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Yep.
You absolutely
That's a crit.
hit it.
So that's
It has 8 hit points, so it's probably dead.
Well, regular is 5. Is it double roll? I will roll for
if
this
you're using
one,
average, you
'cause-
just double the number.
Oh, you just double the number?
Yeah, if you're doing average.
Okay, then it's 10.
10, yeah. It had 8 hit points, so it is dead.
Cool.
It disintegrates
He's
into that
going.
mist.
Can you move in between a multi-attack?
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to move 10 feet and attack the other one with claws.
Beautiful.
That's a 13 to hit.
That is going to hit, yes.
Yeah. So then the one with 4 HP left is going to bite. 19 to hit, that's 5 damage.
Okay.
19 to hit, that's 4 damage.
That is enough to kill it. It also disappears.
Lovely.
This is a good time to get the summons out, by the way. This is a good time to get the summons out. Action economy would have screwed you guys if you didn't have these velociraptors.
Yeah. I was like scouring my spells looking for one that would be useful, and I'm like, summons might do the trick.
It's also good that Ilena hasn't rolled a 4.
Yep.
So he's going to, the last one is going to boop, boop. And guess what? Diana counts as an ally.
She does, yes.
Even if it didn't, this one is also going to move just to flank. And then the one with no damage is going to attack with a 12 and a 19.
They both will hit. This thing has an AC of 11. You would know that now.
Yay! So this guy takes 9 damage.
9 damage. It is still up. But
All
it is
right.
badly hurt. What about the ones on the Mangler?
Yeah, the southmost one that is not on the Mangler is going to run up here and attack with advantage because it's a Gru.
That's true.
With a 21 and an 18.
Yeah, they both will hit.
So that's 9 damage.
Yeah, it had 6 hit points, so it disappears as well.
Yeah! So then these two are going to gang up on the Mangler.
It's barely hanging on. That last attack by Diana it almost killed it. So if you hit it all, it's dead.
Okay, then I'm going to wait to make them move because they might want to move a different direction. So the one with 2 HP left is going to bite and claw.
The bite is enough to kill it.
Okay. Then 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. This guy hasn't attacked, so he has an action left. So that's 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
These guys both have their movement. 10, 20, 30, 10, 20. All right.
He is surrounded. We come back to the top with Diana. There isn't much left to do, Diana.
Yeah. I will...
I should have kept the higher CRs.
Oh no, Sven's so great at decisions.
Summons are very nice. I didn't realize how wonderful they were.
That works too.
Yes. That would work. I'm gonna just go ahead and attack this thing.
Okay.
It shouldn't be a disadvantage anymore, right? Because it's just
yeah, it's just this one left.
Yeah. So I think 17 would hit anyway.
Yeah. With 13, it had 8 hit points, so it is done with your first attack.
Oh, I'm gonna try and get over here next to Ireena.
All right.
We're on the upper map right now.
Yeah,
I imagine she's going
the lower
from
map. I will tell you what's around. So to your right is the closed set of amber doors leading somewhere. To your left is an opening to a room that has a bunch of broken stuff in it, and there are no doors on that door. But Ilena is headed to neither of those doors. She's actually gone to the center wall, right between those two portals. And you can see her, she is scrambling at the wall in front of her. She hasn't had an action yet, but she is sort of scraping at the rock of the stone wall in front of her.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to dash and get within 5 feet of her.
Okay.
And I'll try and... Can I just put my hand on her shoulder?
You
just say...
Try.
I will try. Does anything happen?
She is just scrambling and ignoring you. So as you try to lay a hand on her, it's hard to find purchase.
Okay, I'll just try and plead with her and say, Ilena, please come back to us. I don't know what has taken your mind, but you're strong. You're stronger than it.
As you say this, a massive growth begins to push itself out of Ileena's shoulder where you touched her, and you see a snarling face full of teeth push its way out of her fur.
Oh god, is this a different face than the other ones?
No, it's a Gru. At least one Gru will be
okay.
summoned next turn, so this is just, it's starting to be born early.
Yeah. That'll be the end of my turn then.
What's that?
That'll be the end of my turn then, okay. I think.
So Casimir gets into range.
Casimir will ready an action because he's not used his action yet.
Okay.
So just ready for firebolt.
That works.
On a Gru.
Where is Casimir in relation to? He's pretty close, actually. You may remember, you spotted a familiar-looking statue off to a corner on the right here. It was partially buried in rocks, but there was a weeping angel face first in the rubble over here. I would like Casimir to roll a stealth check. It is very important.
Okay. Would he know about this?
He doesn't know what they are, but you guys do.
Okay. Doesn't have proficiency, so it's just straight deck. 13.
Okay, I will pull up the Tomb Guardian.
Oh no, not one of these things.
And I will roll a perception check to see if she notices. Where is perception? She is not proficient in perceptions, which is good for you guys. That's a wisdom save, wrong button. A 13, which meets, which I believe means she can tell that you're there.
Oh.
So with that, a Tomb Guardian is going to join the initiative. Boop. Boop. Oh, it's a 1. That's good. That's good news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is good. We will deal with that when it comes to her turn. Ireena Myth.
Yes, it's me.
Yes. Diana, you watch as Ireena scrambles and presses against this rock wall, eventually finding the spot she was looking for. And with a grinding sort of sloshing sound, like wet sand being moved around, the wall in front of Ireena suddenly becomes liquid. And I will reveal the hidden passageway.
Ooh.
That Ireena has exposed. As well as what you can see beyond with just a cursory glance. So a hidden passageway appears, and Ireena, you used your action to tear open the hole in the wall. You're going to use your movement to get through. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Please roll me a d4.
Let's go. A 3.
A 3. So 3 Gru peel their ways out of your back. Where is the Grus? They're in here. Boop. Boop. A 1. None. Save. Copy. Paste, paste. 3 Gru emerge from your back as you reach the end of this hallway here. And I'm going to roll initiatives for them. That is a 15, 17, and a 6. Descending order. Okay. So, in the dream realm, you are now joined Roman handshake style, with Argynvost. He looks to you and he says, "You can do this, Ireena. I believe in you. My blood flows in your veins. you can defeat this evil. And you're bolstered with this knowledge as the corpse star again tries to worm its way into your head.
Now, watch me fail. Now that I have advantage, watch me fail. 19.
You beat it again. So with that, you were able to push this force out of your mind one more time, as Argynvost has his hand clasped in yours. And as he smiles, you look into his kindly silver eyes, and you almost forget about the corpse star. But you get a name as it leaves your mind this time, as it is rebuffed one more time. Zudun is the name of this entity.
Alright.
But at the moment, you feel confident that you can resist it. But with that third resistance, you feel a rumbling in the ground beneath you. And in fissures you previously didn't notice, you begin to see tentacles beginning to push their way up. And long cylindrical tentacles begin to lift these bodies out of the murky depths on the inside of this obelisk. And you see long, slender, fish-like bodies begin to appear with 3 eyes arranged in a vertical line on the foreheads of these massive, toothy maws that begin to pull themselves up and stare at you, watching as you resist the corpse star in the distance.
Yo, abolats, guys.
There are hundreds of them, and they're beginning to pull themselves up from the murky depths inside of this obelisk, appearing amongst the star spawn. Volk, you saw Ireena open up a secret door. You saw her run through that door. You heard more splooshes and gross sounds as more Gru were summoned. You are not aware of the Tomb Guardian at the moment, but we, meta, know that it has noticed you guys.
Like a air traffic control guard person, I direct my velociraptors to follow Ireena and protect my companions.
Good idea.
And so, starting with the one that is closest, I guess, I think I'm gonna head like 3 of them to Shadow Casimir just in case.
Okay.
Because I don't know. So I'm gonna send.
Oh, they go on their turn though. You can just command them this time.
Oh right, yeah, you're right. So I tell some of them to Shadow Casimir. I tell the rest to follow Diana. And I tell the one that's this one and this one to stay with Rory and Ireena wherever they go.
Good plan. Would you like to do anything else while you're up here? You are next to 2 sets of doors. You just closed one of them. There is another set of doors to your north. On the balcony.
No, I'm just going to. I don't want to open up more danger.
Okay.
Because that's a risk that I'm not willing to take. So I'm gonna take another step backwards so I'm further away from the crumbling platform, and be like, try to look around, try to spot any sort of
that
danger.
That to me sounds like a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for danger. Is it a perception? There it is.
Hey, with a 23. First thing you notice, it's a good thing you moved. The marble platform that you're standing on isn't so crumbled that you would have trouble falling through, but if like 2 or more of you weight-wise were up here, it would definitely collapse.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind going forward. Other than that, you don't notice much at all. It's eerily silent up here.
Lovely. I've used one wild shape. I didn't note that down. Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether I want to wild shape and move somewhere else, but for now I'm going to stay up here.
Okay. This is good. The Grus get to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hey, and they can get within range of Diana. So this guy comes running down, and Diana, you're going to take attempt to take a bite in the face. That's a miss. The other one comes
Can't
down.
touch that.
Also attempt to bite. Ooh, it's a no, right?
Yeah, one off.
Yeah. Crazy
AC 19 would be quite.
Yeah. So bite, miss. They are filling you again with those alien thoughts, though. Rory and Ireena, you guys are up here. You are badly injured. There's a velociraptor with you. What would you like to do?
So, Rory would tell Ireena once again to move ahead because she's slow. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Ireena is the person who would just pick up Rory so that she doesn't take so long.
That works, yeah. Seeing what's going on, she's like, "Oh, just come here," and she picks you up in a bridal carry, and will take you wherever you want to go.
Neat. And I'm guessing they would move like down the steps, dash action.
Sure.
That's about it.
Well, picking you up would be an action, so you can move 30.
That's still better than otherwise.
You are light enough that she isn't slowed by you. Especially you're light and you're also helping out with your wings. But
yeah.
Rory
is really, really light. She is only 110 pounds, and I think it was like strength times 15 or something for carrying capacity.
The weight on that platform up there is 200. So 2 people up there fall through. Velociraptors get to go. You're muted, by the way, Riley, when you need to talk.
Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out how you guys do that thing where you move your character with the distance of the measuring tool.
If you drag the token and then right-click, and then if you right-click again, you can do a turn. And then if you let go, it does the slowly moving the token.
It's not working.
No, you have to... You drag it, then you right click to measure, and then you let loose of the left click to drop it.
Oh, okay.
You can right click again to then do like a point where you change the direction of the measuring. And then it will, when you let it will go to all of the checkpoints that you have set with the directions that you moved.
Okay, so I move it, and then I do that.
Very cool.
Okay. So it's going to dash, and then this one is also going to dash. Can't attack. This one gonna dash, and then these 3. Ah! Somebody just moved something everywhere. And this one's going to, oops. So these guys are gonna check Casimir, and this one's gonna dash so he can get up close and personal with the doogies. And that's all that they can do because none of them were in range before dashing. This one, the one that's near Rory and Ireena is going to like make the action where like its jaw is open and like up and down a little and its tail is wagging. So it doesn't have a tongue, but or lungs, but it looks like it's panting and wagging its tail. Happy to see you.
That's very good. Okay. Gru gets to go. It's going to just come running down and try to hit the raptor. Chomp. 14 hits the raptor, I think. It's going to be 7 piercing and a wisdom saving throw. Never mind, it's dead. Okay, we finally come to this creature's turn. So, first thing it's going to do, it's going to go there. Casimir hears a scraping sound off to his left. And he turns around and catches sight of a statue of an angel peering around the corner of this hallway here. And as he looks at it, its fingers part, and he catches sight of the orange eyes as it casts its petrifying gaze. I need Casimir to make a DC 14 con save, please.
Oh, no.
Come on, Casimir. You're like half dead. Your constitution
fail.
has to be good, right?
Crit fail.
He has a 0, so...
Let's go.
Oh,
He's gone!
Oh, he rolled a 3.
He's gone! Roy can get him out, it's fine.
You watch, Diana, you turn around just in time as you hear the scraping too. You see Casimir make eye contact with this angel statue, and with a flash, he is turned to stone.
oh God.
You know from your previous encounter with these things, and talking with Von Richten, that if he remains petrified for an hour, he becomes a weeping angel, or tomb guardian, as well.
Yeah.
Can you get him back? I don't have 5th level slot for greater restoration.
I have axes. I have an axe. We're good. As long as I survive, I can get him back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have an axe.
Because of the
I have an
axe.
axe. My axe has many charges, but one of its things is greater restoration.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
So you now know that there's a tomb guardian in here, and you can see it as it finishes its eye contact. It covers its face back up and ducks back around the corner. Out of sight.
Yeah, I would just... Diana, I imagine, would know that we have some party members that could cure petrification at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say to either of them, please get him, please heal him, I can't lose him now.
Okay. Well, it is your turn next.
Okay. Where did the tomb guardian go? Sorry.
It went around the corner and you lost sight of it.
Okay.
You previously fought these things in a confined space, but you are
Yeah.
now in a place where some of their other abilities will activate. So,
I mean, mainly the Auroras.
Yeah, I don't think I fought them. I think I was doing getting the heart.
That's true. So you've never seen these things before. Anyway, you lost sight of it and you have no idea where it is. You just know it was in this corner somewhere. Also, I can move us to the next map, but it'll fuck up the initiative order. So, for now, we're just going to do Theater of the Mind. There's a hallway over here. There's 2 hallways on either side. You have only peered into this hallway on the right or the left, and you saw that it was partially buried under a collapsed wall.
Okay. I'm just looking through my spell list.
Good plan.
I think that I'm gonna put 2 attacks among these that are on me,
Good
so
plan.
then I can run away.
Good plan.
29 and
Both of them
18.
hit, yeah. So it survives the first hit, so it will take 2 hits to knock down one of them, which would.
Oh no, I'm just splitting
Oh, one
on
on
either
each?
of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's 11 on the first one and 13 on the second one. Am I correct about that? Or are your swords on fire?
It's got the fire, so unless they're immune to fire.
They are not.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
I'm gonna
in that case,
move.
with the fire, they only have 17 hit points, so you actually do kill both of them.
Oh, nice. And I'm gonna try and run after that tomb
Yeah.
guardian.
You peer around the corner in the hallway. It is gone.
Spooky. Threatening music.
Diana's gonna stop for a second, just evaluate her options.
Yeah, give me a quick perception check. You have dark vision, so you'll be able to see down here.
I have mega ultra dark vision.
20, yeah. You can see there are 2 more of these angels down the hallway, but they are currently inert. They are farther down the hallway, hidden in the dark. There are several doors leading into different sections, as well as large crypt faces with odd inscriptions on them. Actually, you speak Celestial, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. So these crypts, you see, they list off a number of arcane names on each of these tomb faces, and there are also doors that don't have names on them. The doors are shut. There are 2 more tomb guardians down this hallway that are currently inert, but the tomb guardian you were chasing, you don't see it anywhere. There's no sign of it.
she'll just say to herself, stay on task, don't wake those two up, and I'm going to dash with my bonus action back to where I was before.
Good idea.
That'll be it.
You dash back. You know a little bit more over it's around the corner. We will come to Ileena's turn. So on Ileena's turn, Ireena will take her action to her movement and action to move. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are now off the map. You guys don't know where she is.
All right.
At the end of your turn, please roll a d4 for me.
3 again.
3 more Gru appear, and they will join the initiative stack soon enough. 1, 2, 3. So they are a little bit of ways away, so it'll be a while before they get to you.
Oh, it's time to resist some eldritch monstrosities.
Yes. Okay. Descending order. There we go. It was Ileena's turn. Okay. So in this other place, Zudun is upset that you have been resisting him so long. You feel this cold hatred that you've been carrying in your heart your entire life, from your childhood. It's always been there, always whispering to you at the edges of your mind. In the 10 towns, they talk about Oral and the sort of the cold fury of the Frost Maiden. And you know there were jokes about your standoffish nature. Here and there. You were compared to Oral here and there. Whatever this elder evil is, it's in the hearts of everybody. And for whatever reason, you've always had a little bit of a stronger connection to it. And it's the thing that prompted your paladin powers in particular. So with that in mind, as we have this final contest, as you have advantage with your what's the word? Opposite of Scion. Your progenitor?
As probably progenitor, probably, yeah.
Your ancestor.
Ancestor, exactly.
Argynvost has his hand on your shoulder. He looks at you and he whispers in your ear. He says, "We can be rid of it once and for all. And you are going to make your final contest. However, the Aboleths and the King Aboleth that lives at the center of this obelisk are going to be helping Zudun. So it is going to be a straight contest. Your advantages are going to cancel out. So it is just going to be a 1-to-1. As all of the forces of the Elder Evil of Ice and Hate are going to try to take over your body.
So I do not have advantage here. It's
a
straight roll.
Because they also have advantage, so it's going to cancel each other out.
Don't like this. I don't like this.
I know what Zudun rolled, so it's up to you.
Yeah, of course you know. I don't know.
This is the one that matters.
Show us the big numbers. PBQ rolls. We learned that they are big.
No, it's I think I finished all my 22. Let's go.
Yeah. So with that, Argynvost smiles at you, and that singular cold dead eye that's been staring at you your entire life and you didn't even notice, suddenly you lose sight of it. It's obscured by clouds, and the only eyes you can see are the kind, gentle eyes, the silver eyes of an ancestor you didn't even know you had. As his presence consumes you, you feel the calming embrace of this dragon man as he embraces you, and he says, "Well done, you are free." And I'm going to DM you something real quick. So
yeah.
Actually, instead of DMing, let's jump over to the lobby. I'll keep recording our conversation, but everybody keep yourselves busy in this game. think about how scary the Tomb Guardian is and what it's up
Yeah.
to.
We can discuss each other's credit card numbers, or actually not recording.
Exactly, yeah. So Hibiki, come over to the lobby with me.
Hello, Spencer. It is me.
Yeah. So you are going to awaken in a chamber with two massive sarcophagi of amber and one pedestal that used to have a sarcophagi, but it has been shattered, and there are pieces of amber spread throughout the room. When you come back to consciousness in yourself, you are freed of the werewolf curse, and you are freed of the undeath curse. How would you like to come back? As you are freed of the influence of the dark powers.
Yes. I think. You say? I think I wanna just get back as a purified Ilena, like
Okay.
free of her curl. Returning to what she was when she came to Barovia.
Yeah. So
But yeah, half elf. Yeah.
half
but
sorry. Half elf.
better, like cleansed in body and mind.
This works. Would you like to remain a cleric?
I think so, yes. I think she is now it does make sense that she's a paladin because the Star of Golden Hate was.
Yes. It was
Her
influencing your vengeance oath. Yes.
Yeah, and I think that it isn't the Watchers, because the oath of the Watchers was mostly her own life force just pushing ahead.
Her what's the word? When you're in college and you experiment with different majors.
Yeah,
it was her gap year. The Watcher.
Yeah,
was her gap year.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, it was her gap year. So yeah, I think now that she's a cleric and she has devoted herself to the service of I almost say Tarisdan, but Tarisdan is not the deity of Bahamut.
Yeah.
I think she will remain a cleric.
Okay.
Because
so,
that's
yeah.
That's her now. Like that's who she is right now. So that's who she wants to continue being.
Okay. So you come back back to your clean half-elven self. You are a cleric of order. I'm going to say, because you have reconnected with your unknown draconic ancestry, you have access to the dragonborn breath weapon of a silver dragonborn. So
pretty much I count as being the max level for my ring, because it gives me that anyways.
Yes.
Where is it? The ring. Pretty much my ring, the level 13 to 18, it gains... no, not that. I already had it, actually.
So that breath weapon is innate now.
Ooh, that's great.
And you have access to it, your number of proficiencies per day, which I believe is 4 at the moment.
4, yes,
Yes,
it
you
is.
have 4 uses of that per day. And it's...
I like it.
We'll use the Fizzbands variety, so it's D10s. And it scales based on your level.
Yeah. I need to see the Fizzbands, but I'll look at it right now. But
okay.
yeah,
you can absolutely do that.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, you awaken in this room with the sarcophagi. There's a circle on the ground with arcane runes about it, as well as a small little field desk. But you don't really have time to look at any of that because you're just sort of elated that you're no longer, in literal hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You have you beat the contest 4 times in a row. That was not. I was not expecting that, and you rolled a 20 on your second roll, so Argenvoss got to help out. So that was
exactly. Like,
pretty miraculous.
jeez, like that was something. I do not even know how I made that,
Yeah,
but
that was magic.
Because you know Hibiki rolls how
Exactly.
they go.
I was expecting a crit fail at least once.
So 4 times? 4 times over an 18?
Yeah. To be fair,
that was...
Zudun rolled an 8 twice. So
Oh,
he rolled a crit fail twice.
and it's because I'm so irresistible.
Exactly. Okay, we'll get back to the regular game. Don't kill
Yeah.
anybody. On your turn, you can either investigate the room or you can rejoin the party. Back up the spiraling staircase that you went down.
All right.
Okay. See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
So something.
Welcome
back.
We're back.
Welcome back!
You can just buy it now for €8. It means nothing anymore. It's really stupid.
Okay. So Ilena's turn ends. Oh, the other thing. 3 Gru managed to explode from your body. So you're actually there running away from you at the moment, Ileena. But there are more of them down there. We can resolve that on your next turn.
Okay.
Volk, you are hiding in the corner on the balcony.
Yep. Huey, Louie, Dewey, go and protect Diana. April, May, keep protecting Diana. June, July, stay with Rory and Ireena. I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape into a flying cat creature. I forget what my speed is.
Tressum, I believe, is 30 feet fly speed. Unless I'm mistaken.
Where is it? Catwalk. Fly 40 feet. So 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm gonna end up here, still flying, kind of shouted to the statue, hey, fox lady, be nice. Oh no, I can't shout, I'm a cat. Never mind.
Yeah, very loudly. Okay. That is your turn.
Don't ask a scary fox lady for help. Don't do it.
Grus get to go. You know, they are going to turn and attack you, Ileena. So in that place that I described to you, these 3 Gru turn and begin to attack you.
I have 3 HP, Spencer.
Yeah.
Goodbye, sweet prince.
Hey, I have 19 AC though, so...
Yeah, so I'm going to roll...
if anything goes over a 19, goes.
No, that's a miss. Second one and the third one. All 3 of them get to go right now in a row. Yeah, all misses. That's okay.
Yep, all
But
misses.
that prevents them from coming and attacking the rest of the party. So Rory.
So, Ireena, are you up for something stupid?
Always.
Okay. So I have not tried it like this before. I've usually always done it to places I can see. So I want a dimension door.
Okay.
But I can't see the location and I don't know where exactly it is.
Yes.
So my idea is, I'm guessing Rory would be smart enough to be able to guess distances somewhat. So she knows it's about 90 feet to this wall.
Yes.
She knows 40 feet. She would be in Ireena's spot because Ireena's carrying her.
Yes.
So 40 feet to here would be aligned with the statue, and then I don't know how much feet would be up on the same level as up here. So I would dimension door together with Ireena, with the directions 40 feet to the right.
Okay.
40 feet east, 150 feet north, and however much feet up, so I'm on the same level as this balcony.
Okay.
If the location is a wall or somewhere where I can't be, Ireena and I both take 46 force damage.
You're making an educated guess here. I think this is going to be an intelligence check to see if you can math it correctly.
Yeah.
So you have stated the numbers to me pretty well, so it's not going to be a
first.
very high AC or DC. What was that?
You can move first.
I specifically do not want to move first, and the movement would not make this any easier.
Yes. So you've stated to me, so Rory has a good plan, so it's not going to be a crazy DC.
Yeah. 15?
15 is fine. With that, you will teleport. You said 40 feet to the right and 100 feet up?
40 feet to the right, 150 up.
150
and
up.
On the same level as these.
Yes.
This balcony. So if that thing here is significantly higher, I would be in the ground and would take damage.
It is at the same level as the balcony. You were correct about your assessment.
My guess is that from here I would be barely able to tell that there's like stairs going up.
Is 2. 150 is
like
there.
Here and then.
Yeah.
It would
Okay,
be like
I know
here.
exactly where you would be. I just need to drag.
This would be the location I said.
Yes, I need to drag your tokens. You are right here. I will reveal to you what you see.
The last shall be the first. Haha.
Okay, so reveal tool is right here. Reveal areas. Reveal polygonally. Go boop, 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 boop. There you go.
Ooh.
Okay, so you see a chamber. There are a number of beds in here.
That was really close.
Yes, you're right on the edge. You actually appear and stumble into the railing at the top of a drop. You see Ilena is herself, her regular half-elven self. She is surrounded by 3 Gru that are desperately trying to eat her. They are at the base of the stairs here. I will drop Ilena back into the right layer.
How far down is the drop?
It is 40 feet, 50 feet? I can look it up, but it's a decent chunk. It would take your movement to get to the bottom of the stairs. Ilena basically used all of her potential movement last turn to get there.
Okay.
Because it took her movement to get here and then all of her movement to get to the bottom of the stairs.
Well.
Actually, so Ilena would be here.
Whoop. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes. So when you reach the bottom of the stairs, you were in a library up above. By the way, there were a bunch of chairs set up for studies. There are a bunch of sconces about that look like they would contain magical light if you were to find a way to activate them. But it is dark in here. At the base of the stairs, you enter a chamber that has a very large opening. There's a teleportation circle on the ground. You can see that there are arcane runes all over it. There's a little field desk with a little cushion for sitting on it next to the teleportation circle. But the bulk of the room is taken up by 3 massive pedestals. 2 of the pedestals on the left and right have massive pillars of amber. They are like fully 30 feet tall. They run the bottom to the top of this room that you're at the bottom of. That goes right up to the bottom of the library up above. The 3rd pedestal, the center one, is actually shattered. And there are little bits of broken amber spread throughout the room from where it broke. There are names written above each of these. The one on the left, you can read Celestial, right?
I don't think I can.
Okay, I know Ireena can.
Ireena can?
She should be able to, unless I forgot.
I mean, I don't think it's in the character. Yeah, actually it is. Language is Celestial Common Out. Damn.
So Ireena, as she is running down, she will glance over and she will whisper the names to you. The leftmost one reads Tenebrous. The center one that is broken reads Vampire. And the one on the right reads Zudun.
Oh. Or someone was supposed to break the pillar.
It looks like so.
So you reach the bottom of the stairs. The Gru are trying to eat Ilena, but are not able to do so. Ilena, by the way, is no longer undead. She looks like her regular self again.
Oh. Congratulations on being less dead. The power of a good nap.
Yeah, exactly. I hope I rest not dead for longer. As I point out to my several wounds and injuries and the 3 grooves in front of me, but...
No, you're gonna be fine. I'm here now. We are here now. End of turn because I can't do anything. Maybe Rory would get out of Ireena's arms with her movement.
Okay.
If that's okay.
We are going to jump to the Velociraptors, and I think at this point we're pretty close to needing to switch maps, and it's going to fuck up the initiative. So let's try to wrap this up quickly. The Velociraptors, what would you like them to do?
They did attack.
That will certainly hit.
That's 5 and 10.
Yeah.
Sorry, 8.
Still up. Oh, it has 70 hit points. So if it's a 5 and an 8, it should be dead. No, 5 and 8 is 13.
Which 13?
So then the one with the one that's right next to the one that just attacked.
13 hits. Okay, now it's dead. Boom! It poofs
All right.
in the distance.
And both of them are. Well, this guy can't move any further. Or he would have moved a little bit further before his turn ended. This guy goes 10, 20, 30. These guys go with their... This is so useful. He's gonna leave a passage. Alright. And this guy's sure to be able to make it. Actually, this guy's gonna stay here. Just to back up Casimir.
Okay.
Even though he's petrified. And that is all they can do because they cannot reach any enemies.
We jump back to the top with Diana. Would you like to chase everybody?
I would.
Leaving a statue mirror behind?
There's nothing she can do for him, unfortunately.
He is very heavy.
Yeah, and even if she could, what do I say? Yeah, the angels, I don't think they're going to do much to him unless he gets unpetrified, and she can't do that. So
that's true.
Yeah, she's going to just focus on the current objective and try and chase Ilena down.
Okay. As soon as you pass through the entrance here, Diana, you are attacked from the side as the Tomb Guardian had teleported in here.
What?
On its turn, as a bonus action, if it is unobserved, it can teleport up to 500 feet.
Okay.
So
what you said become petrified as well.
So as you try to run past it, it is going to take an opportunity attack. It is going to claw you.
All right.
It does not hit.
No. At that point, I will slash at it thrice.
Go ahead.
Wait, where was I? I was like, yeah, that's within my movement, so I still have my bonus action. So I'm going to Hunter's Mark this one, in case it gets away again.
Good plan.
So that's only 2 slashes, but they have a d6. This is a construct, right?
It is an elemental.
Okay, so no favorite enemy yet, anyway.
No.
1, 2.
Okay, the 60 will hit and the 20 will hit.
Okay, so that's 25, 34.
Okay. You notice, even though your weapons are magical, they don't do as much damage as you would want. This thing resists even magical physical damage. There's only one vulnerability that it has that you have not discovered yet.
I'm imagining...
It only takes 13 from your attacks.
I'm imagining it's adamantium or something. Plus
That's a reasonable assessment.
four.
Would you like to make a, as you strike it, would you like to make a Arcana check to see if you can figure it out?
Sure. 11.
No idea.
Right.
You see it is badly cracked from the wall that collapsed on it, though. So you did do a decent chunk of damage to it.
Nice. That's the end of my turn then.
Okay. That brings us to Ileena's turn. So Ireena, on your turn, you are surrounded by Gru, but they have no power over you anymore. What would you like to do?
I would like to bonus action pop a shield of faith on myself,
Good plan.
and then a boom on head.
Boom on the head.
Yep. What do I have?
Well, you got rid of your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your armor's still busted up, by the way. It didn't come back.
I know.
You came back restored. Your armor didn't.
I'll bonk it on the head with a mace,
That works.
because I have a mace.
Is it still
Pull
dark
a mace
down
from your
here,
pockets.
by the way?
Wow.
Yes, there's no light down there. But everybody down there has dark vision at present. No.
Ireena does not.
Vision. This is good to remember. An 8 will miss with your mace.
An 8 will indeed miss. That's it.
Okay. Volk. You see everybody has moved away. You see Casimir as a statue. You heard Diana get into a fight with somebody.
Yep, I'm going to land next to Casimir. Leave cat form.
Okay.
And use the staff to cast Greater Restoration,
Wonderful.
ending the petrified condition.
He comes back to life.
And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charges. And then I'm going to use my free action to say, Velociraptor's back up, Diana. Casimir, come with me.
The Reverend Grey Blade of the Pathfinders comes back to life, and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, "Thank you. Where is she? Where is Diana?"
This way.
I must help her."
And Volk naturally has a 30-foot speed, so they will move another 10 feet.
Okay. Grus get another round of attacks. I was expecting them all to be dead. So these are all going to be on Ireena. Ooh, one hits. You go unconscious.
No!
I think it misses because they have Shield of Faith now, right?
You're right. Is your AC higher than 20 right now? Hi, Biki?
Hibiki already died, so Ilena's gone.
My AC is 21 with Shield of Faith.
You're okay. They cannot hit you. The Auroras get to go. Ireena will have disadvantage, but Rory will be fine.
Well, will she? Oh, my love. Let me show you the way. And I will cast Light.
Ooh, that works. What are you casting it on?
I'll cast it on Ireena's sword. It's fitting.
Okay. The Crusading Longsword begins to shine with light.
Also, the Crusader's Mantle for the sword does not say what it takes to activate it.
That is a great question. Crusading short sword. Magic items. Crusading short sword. C. I believe you just cast a spell that's normal, so it would be action.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, Ireena's gonna smack the one in front of Rory twice.
It is a 3rd level spell that she can cast without using a spell slot or material components. So it's not nothing.
Is interesting.
Both of those.
Anyway,
hits.
17.
And that is 17, which kills it. That was the one on her left, right?
The only one
she
that's
can
in
hit. Yeah, makes sense.
And then she moves here. Because she also has this, which she never used because it is so far down that I've never...
Yes, Ismark taught her how to use a shield. So she is in range to protect Ileena. Velociraptors. They come up around the corner, and they see that Diana is engaged with this Tomb Guardian that is very badly cracked, and there isn't much left to it, but it is trying its best to kill her.
Attack!
Wonderful. Do their attacks count as magical?
I'm not sure. It's not specified.
They do not, unless you are the druid that has the summoning thing that gives them magical attacks.
So that would be the shepherd druid, right?
I think it was shepherd. Because they have that feat at, I think, level 8 or something.
You can also post a spell if you'd like, and we can have a look.
It doesn't mention anything about their attacks being
summons in general just use the normal creature stat block, and the normal creature does not.
Okay, makes a lot of sense.
They are fairy spirits taking the form of beasts.
All right, so they can come up around the corner and they can engage with a guardian.
They'll probably do significantly less damage, but whatever. Diana is a ally, so that's 5 and 4, or whatever it is when it's reduced.
5 and 4. Their AC is 15, so they're both going to hit.
All right. Then this one is going to do the same. Bite. Claw.
Okay.
Only one of those hits.
One of those hits.
And then one more is going to come in and bite and claw.
Ooh.
That's 5 and 8.
Yeah, you can roll your damage.
No, we just defaulted twice the number.
Oh, right, you're right.
Yeah, no, I decided at the beginning that I was going to just do the average. I'm not going to change that just because I rolled a crit.
So, Diana, you watch these skeletal velociraptors come in, and they're biting. They're getting good hits in. The statue completely rebuffs the damage. Is immune to magical damage. It resists magical bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
All right.
Well, they tried. 20, 40, 55, 60. 20, 50, 60, 30, 60. And this guy's gonna kind of watch him. Watch Casimir.
Okay.
And then jump a little forward.
Okey-doke. That brings us to the Guardian's turn. So it is going to attempt to gaze into your eyes, Diana. Since you did not specify last time that you're going to be averting your gaze, you will have to make the con save. That is a DC 14. If you roll a 9 or lower, you are instantly stone. Oh, sorry, 1 to 5.
5 or
you are
lower.
instantly stone.
I have a +2.
Oh, yeah.
You are immune. No. Yeah, you're immune to this for 24 hours.
Only the NPC waifus get ever turned to stone.
Yes. Yeah, both of them did. That's weird.
Yeah, Casimir is also a waifu.
I got petrified once while I was a crab.
That's true. That was from the floating heads. I have a real problem not fully reading stat sheets. It's an issue I should look into. Anyway, the Tomb Guardian's effect is nullified as it tries to gaze at you. It will then use its action to... use this action to try to gaze at you. It failed. So what it is going to do instead is cover its face, obviously. And it is going to attempt to move away from you. You can make an opportunity attack, as can the Velociraptors.
Where is it?
It is going
It
to
has
go
to move
5, 10,
through.
15. Having to hide in the corner.
Well, the Velociraptors will do no damage,
True.
so it's not really worth it for them to attack.
But Diana can certainly make an opportunity attack if she would like.
Try. 14.
That is not enough. It has an AC of 15. So it goes wide. It will then attempt to hide in the corner, but it doesn't have any ability to actually break line of sight at the moment. So it is just cowering in the corner. It's turned its back away from you all, and its wings are in the corner, and it's got its face covered. Like one of those creepy dolls that old people from the 60s had in their houses that I seem to be the only person that remembers. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Diana, what's up? What are we doing?
Murder time?
Murder time.
Murder?
Kill a defenseless statue. You're muted, by the way, if you're not talking, or at least...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it turned my friend into stone. It's not defenseless.
Let's time to vandalize some centuries-old statues.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh god!
It is so dead. It had 17 hit points, even with its resistance to your swords. It is very dead. How would you like to kill it?
I think I'm gonna back it into the corner, and with my first hit, I kind of like dislodge one of its hands, so its arm just goes flying up, and I just begin pummeling it with the pommel of my sword, just like basically grinding its face into like pebbles.
You certainly do. As you break it to pieces, you see the outside of it is very, very hard stone. It looks like granite, but it is unnaturally tough. Within, you actually find there are little veins of amber threaded throughout this thing. It seems to be made of the same sap that this temple is made of, which gives it its supernatural resistances. But as you break it apart, it just crumbles to pieces, and you expose all of this crystallized amber within.
I hate this place. I'm gonna move down 25 feet over here then.
Yeah. You can peer down, you see the same thing I described before, as well as the two Gru that are trying very hard to make themselves not wasted.
Yeah. That's it for me then.
Okay. Ileena, what would you like to do?
Yes.
You are so incredibly tough. You have friends at your side. There's a shining sword next to you.
Yeah, I would like to total that this one, because it's easier to total that them than miss.
Yes.
Did
Volk so it takes nothing.
Did Volk get Casimir back at John?
Yes.
Or...
yes, that's
okay.
right. Casimir would have his turn as well. We'll finish Ileena and then we'll go back to Casimir if that's all right.
I mean, he's just gonna move, so...
Yeah, you can certainly move it.
Takes no damage anyways.
Yeah, no damage.
Yeah, so...
Any bonus actions or anything like that you want to do?
No.
Okay. Volk.
All right, Volk is going to just book it. We have a 30-foot movement speed. Join everyone else, and I'm gonna tell the Velociraptors to cover Ileena, get rid of those Grus, prevent them from stealing the moon.
Okay. Good idea. We get 2 more rounds of Gru attacks on Ileena.
First one gets disadvantage from Ireena.
10, 20, 30, and...
So that's going to be a miss.
In there.
And also going to be a miss. So they have wasted...
Right, they can't move yet.
Rory, would you like to end this with the Auroras?
Well, Aurora number 1 is going to slash at the right one first.
Mm-hmm.
If I can click 10.
Ooh,
Kind of weak.
They have 11 AC. So no.
She smacks again.
Oh, very much so. It is still up. That took about half its hit points, though.
Roger said this weird look like, how did you miss that? Come on, you're better than this, my love.
The light.
And
I'm blinded by the light.
Oh. The left one is going to get a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So DC 16, Dexterity save, or explodes. Yeah.
Explodes. It is barely alive.
What, the left one?
Yes.
After 21?
A 20. It's 14 damage. Or is it?
Nope.
No, it's dead. Yeah.
Cantrips get Blessed Strike on top. So this radiant flame comes up, slowly floats down on its head like a crown, and then the moment it touches,
yeah,
pops like a balloon.
Ireena turns around to you and she says, "I can see paradise by the sacred flames light."
And then I'm gonna.
It's a reference to something.
Meatballs.
So I'm not on the stairs anymore.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I most likely just go here.
That works.
Next 5.
I think we can just expedite this Gru's death. The Velociraptors are going to get it. So, how would you like the Velociraptors to kill this final Gru, Riley?
I mean, only one of them can reach it on this turn. Actually, no, he can't even reach it on this turn. But it takes a couple. It takes a couple turns, and the Velociraptors rush in, and they just collapse on top of it, and just bite it to death.
Okay. That sounds good. It's like
less than an hour.
The opening of Jurassic Park 2. They just destroy it.
They just tear it apart, and like dogs, they start chewing on its bones.
Exactly. We're out of initiative. Do we want to take a bathroom break? Because we're right at the 2-hour mark.
Totally good idea.
Okay.
Sure.
Pee break.
See you guys in a bit.
Be back in a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you in a little bit.
I'm returned. Who else is here?
Welcome back.
We have Habiki and Mia. Do we have Abby and do we have Riley?
Yeah.
We have Abby. Do we have Riley? It doesn't seem like it. Unfortunate.
Yes. Sorry, yes. I was trying to find my checkmark.
In that case, everybody's here.
Mute button.
Volk and Casimir are still up on the in the library, as is Diana. You're just at the top of the stairs. The Velociraptors I've moved over. We're out of combat, so you can just place them wherever you'd like. You said the summoned familiars last for an hour, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. It might be rest time anyway, so they might not last very long. So now that you have some time to look around, I will describe the rooms that you have uncovered a little better. So the secret library that was up on the above floor, or the preserved library is what it is called. It is a stone library with a 20-foot high walls and a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. The ceiling itself is a fresco that's paint mixed into plaster, so that the plaster itself is painting. It's a depiction, or was a depiction, of heaven at one point. It is the elven heaven, Arvendor. You see the entire elven pantheon pre-sundering. So you see Lolth and Illustre and the rest of them up there, along with Corlin, Lorathan, and Maidliki and the rest of them. And they're surrounded by angels. However, the fresco has been painted back over with a pretty horrific image instead, which shows it's been vandalized, so it looks like the fresco is instead in hell. And the pantheon and the angels are all burning and suffering in hellfire as fiends climb their way through little portals to murder them all. A black marble railing encases a gold marble staircase that spirals gently down a 30-foot wide, 30 feet deep shaft. I was right. It is 30 feet down. Against the gray walls stand 6 10-foot tall black marble bookcases. On each of the shelves are hundreds of well-preserved tomes, magically protected from dust. There are no ladders or steps, as far as you can tell. The people that ran this library probably had other ways of retrieving the books. There are embroidered rugs, chairs, and magically lit candelabras that fill the southern half of the room. They're not currently lit. You don't know what the command words would be off the top of your heads. Down here is Area 42, which, as I described, the Amber Vault. Golden marble staircase with a black marble railing hugs the northern walls. It spirals gently up a 30-foot wide shaft. Lying in the middle of the room are 6 supply crates, as well as a little field study set up, a little desk with a cushioned seat next to it. There's a teleportation circle on the ground in the center of the room with arcane runes written throughout. The amber-covered walls are sculpted to look like tentacles that entwine around marble bas-reliefs of kings, queens, pharaohs, and sultans attended by myriad slaves. The west, south, and east walls contain alcoves. Standing in the west and east ones are those tall, rough blocks of amber, and the one in the south is completely cracked open. Additionally, down here, the southern wall has a fissure that has broken open at some point when there was some sort of avalanche or collapse. A fissure is opened, which leads to another room on the other side here. Given your sort of vague understanding of your elevation, you're about at the level of the lower section of the big annex that you were in previously. So you're about level with where you were previously after going up into the library and then back down. That is what you know. Would you like to explore anything? There's a library, there are supply crates, there's a desk, a field desk down here, there's a teleportation circle. What would you all like to do?
Are the crates, shut? Are they bolted? together, or
they're not
are they
bolted
just
together. They are held together with nails. These would be the sort of things that you would carry like shipping containers on like a ship.
Oh, okay. So yeah, can I have stuff to pry it open? Can
Yeah.
I see what's contained in the 6 crates?
Okay, yeah. Which one would you like to inspect first?
Let's go from this one and anti-clockwise.
All right. So you check out the first one. Make me an athletics check real quick.
Athletics, you say? Here are the heavy rolls, 11.
Hey, there you go. You don't quite manage to open it. However, would you like to make me a perception check, please?
I would.
A 29. Very good. You are incredibly lucky that you rolled very badly and then very well. As you begin to pry open this thing, you recognize this type of crate. You've encountered them before.
Nice.
The coffin maker's shop in Vallaki.
Oh
This
boy.
is the sort of crate that Strahd ships his minions around in. Particularly his
Alright.
vampire spawn minions.
So yeah, I'll make that known to the party, and maybe we can stack them up all in a corner, and never talk about them again.
You may want to be careful when moving around down here, because if you're too loud and there are spawn in here, you might wake them up.
Well,
And then maybe not touch them.
well.
That's also an idea.
Actually, you know what? You didn't know that going in. Give me a retroactive sleight of hand check.
Oh no.
+2, 12.
Okay.
That's not very
I
good.
will do a check
That's all.
from it to see what its passive is. Let me open the stat sheet here. Because you did one
Darren
of the ones that were
and just
occupied.
stood in the library, trying to like looking at this fresco on the roof.
Certainly. I will get back to you in 1 second. Their passive perception is 13.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're going to have to roll initiative again.
I 100% expected this to go into combat. I wasn't gonna start with anything.
I did not
oh
expect you to
well.
go right for
This
that.
is going to be a
So,
this is going to be a fast combat. I'm certain that it will be.
yeah. Feel free to roll initiatives for yourselves. It is going to be a full movement to get from the top of the stairs to the bottom of the stairs. We'll just say, for the sake of expediency, everybody that's up in the library, that's the same for. It's 30 feet to get down here. Just so we don't, take forever. And then I will describe what you and Casimir see up in the library in a second, once I have rolled initiatives for these vampire spawn.
Murphy says hi.
Hi, Murphy.
Hi, Murphy.
A good cat.
Oh.
Vin is being very cute. She's sleeping in the sunroom downstairs. She's completely spread out in front of a window. And she's just smiling as she sleeps in the sunlight. It's adorable.
Oh.
Adorable.
That is everybody. We're going to go descending order. Okay. Diana, your turn is actually first. So this is good. As usual, you're going first. It's good that you go first, because then I get to describe what you see up there. So as I said, there's 6 30-foot tall bookcases, each of which are filled with books. Weirdly, as you're looking at them, the books aren't labeled. And then, like I said, there's no ladders, there's no step stools. You have no idea how they would have retrieved the books in times past. But that is what you see. I'm going to turn off my camera because my internet is chugging real bad. There we go.
Okay.
Let me know if you can't hear me. If something fucks up. So that is what you see. You don't know about the vampire spawn yet. You and Casimir are up in the library. There's the fresco. There's the comfy looking chairs and rugs, as well as the candelabras that are not currently lit. They have
Alright.
small little clear gemstones in them that you would imagine would light up if you knew the command word.
If I don't know about the vampire spawns, then I guess I'll just pick a random book off the bookshelf and.
I am so glad you did that. I have an idea of what to do for that.
More
so
monsters.
Roll me a D100, and I will tell you what you find.
Oh.
What book you picked.
The one that's in the mimic.
Oh no! Where did my generator go? Ah, there it is. Beautiful. You rolled a 91. Okay. What you find?
I know what side are you using. You are using, Spencer.
Do you? Oh no, it's broken. Oh no, my generator broke between this session and last session.
What?
Oh well. Well, with that roll, what you pluck off the shelf is a spell of a list of clerical spells. As you flip through, you see it contains a bunch of cleric spells ranging from the cantrip level all the way up to level 5.
Okay. I guess I'll just spend a few, my 6 seconds leafing through that then.
Yeah.
Before I'm alerted to vampire spawn.
Yeah. Would you like Casimir to also check out a book?
Yeah, Casimir will also take out a book.
Yeah. Roll me another D100. 80.
80.
This time, it is a collection of wizard spells. Same range from cantrips to level 5.
Okay. Can he use those at some point?
He could, yes. I will generate a list later. You get the sense based on what you found. This library contains the knowledge of incredibly wise arcane spellcasters from like the dawn era of magic. So you would surmise as you explore this library, you would probably be able to find every spell that existed 10,000 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
But I will have you roll a percentile dice each time you check. Just because.
I'll just start making a pile and collect all the wizard spells to take back for casting that.
Well, you can keep doing that in your turn.
Yeah.
I can generate a list later. Unfortunately, the table that I had been relying on for this exact reason has broken. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast.
Oh, no.
Now I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. But yes, you can absolutely use your turn to do that. And then down below, first vampire gets to go. So in the crate on the far east, Rory and Ireena, you hear a slam as the vampire attempts to break free of its cage. It is not able to break free of the nails that hold it in place. This crate here, the vampire is not able to break free. Next vampire goes. It is the vampire right across from you, Ireena. Not the box you were trying to open, the other one. It will attempt to break free. It easily breaks free. So emerging in clots of dirt and dust, a vampire spawn pulls its way out of the crate. It will then use its movement to rush towards you and leer at you, stinking and reeking in the way of a corpse.
Terrifying.
So what would your raptors do, Volk?
Seeing a threat, they will attack.
Good idea. Also, I'm going to say you're 30 feet up. You can probably hear the sounds of combat below, Diana and Casimir, for your next round.
All right, got it.
Also, all of the velociraptors suddenly start running downstairs. That's also a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just like a stream of lizards running past us, and we're alerted to combat below.
There's a stream of skeletons.
Yep.
Skeleton lizards.
They're not lizards anyways. They're closer to avians. Because dinosaurs. So the three that are on the floor will attack.
Yeah. It will resist this damage, but it will probably take a lot of them.
How many of those?
Yeah, so its AC is 15, so we're looking at 1, 2.
The first 4.
4. Yeah.
So that's 18 half to 16, I guess. Because 5 is half to 2.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So 6.
So halved to 8.
8. Yeah. So they chomp and slash at the vampire. It's a little too tough for their talons and claws to get through, but they're doing their best. The rest of the raptors are headed down there.
They clatter their bones.
Yes. Another vampire is going to attempt to break free of its box. It easily breaks free as well. That first one just rolled really, really poorly. There we go. This guy emerges. And this vampire spawn is going to rush towards Rory and Ireena, leering menacingly. It had to use its action to break free, though. So you have a round. Rory and Ireena, there's a vampire spawn in your face. What are you going to do?
It's going to have this slightly cheapish grin. Ha! This is going to be fun. I'm going to create sunlight.
Beautiful. You present the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and a 30-foot radius around you becomes filled with sunlight, lasting for 10 minutes. That's only 1 radiant for your first one. That's... Or is
no, the radiant does not do anything.
No, okay. Yeah, so their skin immediately begins sizzling, and they begin shrieking. And if you weren't aware before, Diana and Casimir, you definitely are now, because you can hear the shrieks of vampire spawn down below.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to give the thing in front of me this sly grin. You know, we killed your master, Strahd. So, don't think you stand much of a chance.
It will shriek back, grimacing through the pain. He will return. He always returns. Strahd is forever. Strahd is a god. What are you?
Well, I'm the one that's going to put him back in the stupid temper.
It hisses.
Then Ireena will intersect and smack the thing twice. No, we will. And she just misses completely.
Yeah, unfortunate. But, you know, it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Another vampire spawn will attempt to break free. It does not. It remain trapped in its box. Ilena.
Yeah, I would like to smack.
You can smack.
1. How is that? I don't remember if they're vulnerable. If they're immune to non-physical. So I'll use my silver dagger.
Okay.
My one fancy dagger. To stab.
Non-magical, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. 10. No.
10 sadly misses, no.
I still have a gajillion AC, but...
That's true.
Because I'm still keeping up the thing, I guess. It has like 10-minute duration. I don't think 10 minutes has passed yet.
No. This is right on the heels of the last combat.
Yeah, so... I still have a gajillion.
Yeah.
I normally have a gajillion AC, so...
Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. We come to the last 2 vampire spawn that both rolled 9s. So we're going to have an athletics check to break free as a fail and a fail. They remain trapped in their boxes. You can hear the remaining 2 boxes shaking in place as they try to break out. Volk, you are upstairs in the library. What would you like to do?
Volk is gonna stand at the top of the stairs and direct the velociraptors.
Okay, like a what's the word? A grand conductor.
Yeah.
It's almost blindingly bright in here as well.
Yes, that too.
Actually, does Diana still have the sunlight sensitivity from Drows?
No, she has the eye patch, Knave's eye patch.
No, Rory has that.
Oh, right. So Diana would.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Rory has had that for the whole adventure.
My bad. Diana and Casimir, what would you like to do on your turn?
Okay, I think I'm just gonna run. If I fireball, the ones in the crates wouldn't take any damage, right? Because they're behind total cover.
Yeah, they're in total cover. You could break the crates open.
Fine. No, I think no.
Means they would take damage from the sunlight.
That's true.
It would, but they would also action economy and stuff. I think Casimir will just go ahead and firebolt the one on Rory and Ireena. No,
Okay.
on Ireena. Rory and Ireena.
Okay. Give me that roll.
17 damage.
Okay. It takes all of that fire damage. And because it is in sunlight, it won't regenerate.
Yeah. Dana's going to run down, squinting, and head to this one. Gonna Hunter's Market. And then go ahead and attack. And it's disadvantage, right? From sunlight
Yes.
sensitivity. Yeah. Okay. If only I had blindside.
You can close your eyes.
1, 2.
Ooh,
3.
both miss. Oh, the last one hits. That's going to be 18 damage.
Yeah. And I will just... That's 40 feet, so I can't pop back. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Good news. Okay, we're back up to the top, and the first vampire spawn will attempt to break free of its box again. Easy. Bursts in. It immediately gets blinded by the sunlight. But since it did not start its turn in the sunlight... Actually, I'm going to double check that. Sunlight hypersensitivity. 20 radiant damage when it starts its turn in direct sunlight. When in sunlight, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Okay, so it does not take the damage, but it does have disadvantage. It doesn't really affect anything because it can't take an action because it uses action to break out. It is just going to run over and be headed towards Rory to try to knock the symbol out of your hand. We come to this vampire. Now this vampire is in the direct sunlight, so it's going to take 20 right off the bat. Sizzling, it is howling. It is going to turn on you, Diana, and attempt to do some damage to you.
All right.
First, it's going to try to claw at you. It is a miss. It is going to follow up with another claw. A 16 is also a miss. It cannot find bushes. Now the Velociraptors get to go. Which is you, Riley.
Yep, I said all right, Velociraptor time, and then I realized I was still muted.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do all of their movement first, and then I'm just gonna spread them out.
Okay.
It's pretty easy for them to all get to where they need to go. So then I'm gonna go 2 attacks on this guy.
Okay.
2 attacks on this guy. 3 attacks on this guy.
Yeah, and they all have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And by 2, 2, and 3, I mean 4, 4, and
Yes.
6.
So we'll go left to right. So we'll start at the bottom one. That is the most damage. That's Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
So give me the rolls on that one first.
All right.
You're
Starting
trying
with
to beat,
the
15 AC.
hardest one. So that's 4 damage total.
Okay.
Then the second attack, that's the bite, so that's 10 damage, so that's 5. That's going to miss.
Yeah.
And then the next one is going to attack the guy in the middle.
Okay.
That's a hit, that's 2 damage.
Okay.
That's a hit, that's another 2 damage.
Okay.
That is a miss. That is a hit, that's 2 damage.
Okay.
That is a miss. That is a hit, that's 2 damage.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 2 more and this is now on the final vampire spawn. That's a 23. That's
that'll hit.
2 damage. That's a 19.
All right. Another hit.
21 is another hit, I think.
Hit,
so that's another 2 damage. And somehow,
And a critical.
I mean, it makes sense with all of these rolls that I would eventually roll 2 crit fails on the same roll.
Your bony velociraptors descend on these vampire spawn, do a substantial chunk of damage even through the resistances. So Rory, the one directly in front of you, gets blasted with a face full of radiant damage, taking 20 points of sunlight damage. It will then scramble and try to claw at you, trying to get a hold of you so it can knock the symbol out of your hands. As a miss. Oh, come on.
Down that one. Oh wait, no, that's
finally.
Oh,
so the middle one crits. It is going to forego the damage.
We can't see these.
Oh,
also they have disadvantage in sunlight, if I remember.
Oh, they're there.
You're right.
I'm
going to roll those again, and we'll take the lower. So the 8 is still a miss, and the
13.
13 instead. So the first one is still a miss. The second one, it say you aren't critted, but a 25 will still hit you, I'm assuming?
Yeah, but it's a disadvantage, so it should be a 13 maybe?
No, the 13 was the first two was the 8 and the 13, and then the other one was the 26 and the 25. So it will still hit you.
Yeah.
It will forego the damage to grapple you, Rory.
Oh no, Rory. I thought me. No, okay.
No, this is against Rory. Because it is trying to get rid of the sunlight that is hurting it very badly. So Rory, you are grappled by the vampire spawn.
The fun thing is, they wouldn't know this, but even if I don't let go of the symbol, as long as I don't use an action or a free action to stop the sunlight, it will continue sunlight.
You are correct. It used both of its attacks to be able to do that, though, so it has no more attack to try to break it out of your hand, but you are now grappled by it as you are trying to keep the symbol up in the air. We jump to yours and Ireena's turn next.
You know, you did 2 very grave mistakes. The first one was not running away, and I do like a little snip and cast. Ooh, how much better is that? Do we have level 3 should be fine. And cast Spirit Guardian.
Ooh.
So I think it's on the start of that turn.
Yeah, it's on the start when they start inside.
Yes.
Or enter for the first time on the turn.
All right.
So a lot of like half fiendish angels pop up.
Yeah.
That is 15 feet. I will put some auras on me because otherwise it will be confusing in a bit.
Yes.
So we have the light, which is I think 60 in total because it's 30 and 30.
Yep.
And then we have the 15 foot for the angels, which is.
Yes.
A
whirlwind of death around Rory.
One important thing, I can only make people safe that I can see. So everyone that is on this map already that I can see is safe from this, but if Casimir would go down, I would not be able to see him at the moment, so I cannot make him.
That is good to remember. I think Casimir would know how this spell functions, so he can know not to come down here.
Yeah, he's not going to get in like melee with a bunch of vampire spawn anyway.
Yeah.
So, error number 1 was not running away. You could have at least tried. Number 2 is trying to attack me when my dear wife is right next to me and very short temper. And in that moment, she just misses against you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a thing here. I know it's very bright, like you.
It's hard to see.
I know I'm so blindingly beautiful.
Yes, it's all you, dear. The vampire, however, is going to whisper in your ear in a gruntle growl. She not your bride. She is the master's bride. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, this stupid babble again. I thought you'd know over this.
Well, to be fair, it's been in a box for several centuries, so you know.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't even want her anymore.
Never. Anyway, we get another vampire spawn, attempt to break free, and we'll join the fight, which is probably not a great choice, but, you know, it wants to kill.
I just remembered this is a bonus action, so I feel like Ireena would cast Rory. Rory has 23 AC now.
All right. Wow, that's a crit fail for that vampire. This vampire remains in his crate and just cannot break free. Ileena, you are surrounded by sunlight. You are now surrounded by spectral fiend angels. and tiny bone velociraptors. Yeah, you wanna fuck up some vampires?
Yeah, you know what would be funny? This.
The double.
Hey. Yeah, another Spirit Guardians fills the room.
Oh my lord, they will. Oh, they're gonna take like 40
Yes.
damage on the start of the turn.
I'm not reaching this one. This one is the only one
Okay.
that's gonna get hit by
That is not
only
a vampire,
one.
that's a raptor.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the raptor. So yeah, everybody's
Yeah,
gonna
you
get hit
you
by.
hit all of the free vampires. Yep.
So that's 20 and 68.
Yeah. It won't take effect until the start of their turn, but this might be a short combat.
Yep.
Okay, so now we have
The
two
clerics
vampires.
are like fucking finally vampires.
Exactly. You guys
Good
became
time.
clerics and just didn't run into any vampires anymore. Okay. We're gonna get two athletic
Rory didn't
checks.
become a cleric, we would have absolutely died against Strahd.
The first one remains trapped. The other one is exposed to the sunlight.
I'm free! Oh fuck!
Exactly. So he pops into existence right next to you, Diana. I'm going to move him there. The box that you were standing next to bursts underneath you, and it appears and menaces you, and immediately starts to sizzle and burn and get run through by several spirit guardians. It is very confused, but it will be affected at the start of its next turn. Volk, you are up next. You're at the top of the stairs, looking down. What would you like to do? You're muted, by the way.
I am going to use a cantrip because I remembered I have cantrips. Acid splash, 60 feet. I am within range. So cool. I'm going to tell my velociraptors to keep attacking, and then I'm going to amazingly use acid splash.
Ooh.
On this guy
Okay.
and this guy.
Ah, yeah, they're right next to each other. That's great. So we're gonna get two dex saving throws. This is
They'll save
the left one
18.
and the right one. So the
Meets
they
it,
both
beats
fail.
it,
Oh yeah, no.
meets
sorry.
it,
First
beats
one
it. I'm 18.
So the one grappling Rory succeeds. The one that wasn't grappling Rory fails.
All right, he takes 1d6 acid damage.
Yeah. Sorry,
3.
because you're above 5th level.
Oh yeah, 2d6.
4.
4.
Still. That's gonna be 4 from that one. And nothing on a success. So, the
Enjoy the acid.
yeah, it's a face full of acid. We come now to Diana's turn. So Diana, you are in a maelstrom of spectral and light energy, and Casimir is looking down there, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not going down there."
Yeah.
He's gonna remain at range. If
Clerics are pissed.
Yeah, Diana is
Throw rocks
not
down.
enjoying the light, so it's just being like laced into her eyes at the moment. She's close to just casting darkness and hiding in the corner. But she knows if she did that, she'd basically just have all vampires spawn on her in an instant.
Probably, yeah. That
So
SPF
she's-
darkness spell.
Yeah. She's just going to keep going against the one that she's got marked right now
Okay.
until it dies, basically.
Yeah. That's a miss. That's also a miss.
All those
That's
miss.
also a miss. That makes sense.
Those
You
are the
are
miss
very
everybody.
blinded at the moment.
Yeah. I'm
Well, not
basically
actually
swinging
blinded,
blindly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. Casimir has some range spells if you'd like.
Good. I don't want to use the last 4th level slot of greater invisibility on Diana, so he's just going to firebolt.
All right, go for it. Who would he like to shoot?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It goes wide. He's also having trouble seeing down here because it is just so chaotic.
Yeah. That's it. Then
Okay.
for those.
So, vampire at initiative count 20 takes 20 radiant damage. Is shrieking. It is going to attack. Would it have disadvantage for any reason? I don't think so.
Before we forget this,
Yeah, before we forget
Oh,
this.
yes.
exactly.
Throw
It
11
needs to save
radiant.
against 2 different spirit guardians. Thank
Oh god, this is so stupid.
you. So it takes the 11 from Rory, and it will take
And 4
half from. So that's a total of 15 radiant damage as well.
plus 20.
Why plus 20?
From the
Solid.
sunlight, it means.
Oh yes, it already took the 20.
Okay.
So yeah, it was at basically full hit points. It is now at like the bottom quarter of its hit points. That is a crazy turn. It is being run through by fiendish angels and soldiers, noble soldiers with spears and shields are running him through. But he will attempt to get the symbol out of your hands, Rory. So it is going to make an athletics contest with you as it tries to grab hold of your hands. That is a 15. So you need to get a 15 or higher to resist it taking this item out of your hands to disarm you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it disarms you, and it now has the symbol in its hands, and you can see its hands are blistering, cracking, and breaking, both from the holy nature of the object as well as the sunlight that's still blaring out of it. So this, let's get a symbol for this. Let's get a little radiant person. This vampire is now holding the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and it is cursing to itself madly in pain, and it is going to try to get away from everybody with this holy symbol. So I believe you would get an opportunity to attack Rory. You are just grappled. You are not restrained. And the vampire, or the Velociraptors will also get an opportunity attack, as it is going to try to head this way. So let's get 4 opportunity attacks.
All right.
Once I can find my silver rapier.
With slightly higher. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Okay, well, the Velociraptors all hit, but Rory misses, which makes sense. You're a little distracted. Roll me that. Sorry, we're average damage for the Velociraptors, right?
Yep.
So
that's a total of 6.
6, yeah. Which isn't nothing. This vampire is looking fucked up. That's 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 to get away from you guys. You're all still in the sunlight from that, but he is out of the Spirit Guardian range. And he's just, it looks like he's trying to get rid of this thing as fast as he can. So Vampire 19 is going to take 20 radiant from the fire, or from the sunlight, and he needs to make 2 wisdom saving throws against the Spirit Guardians. That's 2 failures.
11 for mine.
11. And from Ileena?
Oh man, the Spirit Guardians are great. I love them.
Yeah, this is clutch. This is a good choice.
4! What?
Well, it only had 7 hit points left after the sunlight damage, so it is extremely dead. The vampire you had, Hunter's Mark, Diana, disintegrates into ashes, and you are covered in ashes as it just collapses in front of you mid-attack. That is the end of its turn. Didn't even get to take an attack. Velociraptors get to go next. So Riley, tell me what your horde of Jurassic beasts do.
The 2 that are not in range of any vampire are going to go after the one that ran away.
Beautiful.
And these guys are all within range of this guy, so that if they move, they'll trigger an opportunity attack. So, yes. This one is gonna attack the new guy.
Okay.
These 4 are gonna attack this one until he's dead. If he becomes dead, then they will split up to the first and third one, and the 2 on the third one will attack him.
So we'll start with the new one, and then we'll go to the one that's grappling Rory. If you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me your 2 attacks with advantage on the first vampire spawn here.
All right, that's gonna miss. That's a 14.
Sadly. All right. Now you have 4 different Velociraptors to attack this one grappling Rory.
That's a total of 7.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you the halved damage because
makes
that's
things
easy.
simpler.
That's 2. Yeah. That's 2 if it hits.
19
that's 2, and that is a 13 to hit.
No, that's a miss.
All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is another one. That's another 2. That's another 2.
Okay.
And now we're moving on to the final vampire spawn.
Yes, the one with the
that's 5.
Yeah, damn.
And that's 2, if that hits. That's another 5.
60 does hit. Yeah, another 5. This is crit city.
I keep getting crits on the slightly higher damage one, and it makes me very happy.
That's very nice.
And that's another 2.
Oh, damn. Yeah, this guy in the corner is looking fucked up. The Velociraptors are just destroying him. Especially the one holding Rory is also very nearly dead. Speaking of which,
Velociraptors was such a good choice for me. I'm so happy I made it.
20 radiant on its turn. You can feel Rory, the vampire holding you, is beginning to crumble to dust. It has 2 hit points after its sunlight damage, and now it needs to save against the
Guardians.
Yeah. It has 2 hit points, so
yeah, even if it saves it.
Yep.
So
the vampire that was holding Rory disintegrates into dust and ash, as the sunlight and spirit guardians destroy it. It is now Rory's turn. Rory and Ireena get to go. Ireena will say, "I really want to be helpful in this fight. I'm sorry, dear."
Oh, it's all right. I can let myself go a bit, and then I do a little snap on the vampire spawn that has my holy symbol on the bottom right.
That's going to be a dex save. Oh, it's proficient, so it's actually going to add 3 to that. So that's an 18.
I already did another roll. Wait. It didn't. Never mind. It just says that... Damn, it has a +6 dexterity save.
Sacred Flame is no damage on a success, right?
Yep.
Yep, so it doesn't take any damage. It managed to dodge out of the way.
Ireena will dash down here, though.
That's good. She is surrounded by little skeletal allies.
Excuse me, I think that one belongs to my wife.
She says this in my voice.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, 2 hits. It has 15 hit points, so it is still up. But
No. Oh, fuck, she doesn't have a smite slot. Oh, I'm so sad.
It is still up, but...
It will die on its turn, but still.
It will die on its turn, very much.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she says, "I believe that belongs to my wife."
And I will move down here.
Okay. The Spirit Guardians fill the other space, and we come to Vampire in a Box. Vampire in a Box will attempt to break free of its box, since it doesn't know what's good for it.
To break free.
It breaks free of its box, and immediately begins to burn, and it shrieks in pain as it appears, and it says, "This was a terrible idea." It will simply remain in the remains of its box as we come to Ileena's turn. So, Ileena, you are surrounded by your students who have gotten quite the glow up in your several transformations recently.
Yeah, I'll just go down here and give a schmack to the one on top of me.
Go for it.
No, I don't think I can do anything because it's not magical. But 14.
Miss.
I keep missing. Okay, it's okay.
It's okay. Other vampire in a box. Finally, also breaks free. Also immediately begins to burn.
Apparently, they didn't want to break free.
Yeah, not anymore anyway. This one, seeing the way things are going, doesn't like his chances. It's actually going to try to use its movement to run up the stairs. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I think you just activated my trap card.
Yeah. So it is going to take an opportunity attack from the Velociraptor, and then it needs to save against Rory's Spirit Guardians. So,
Spirit Guardians kind of low
do
today.
Opportunity attack first, Riley?
Sure.
Then I'll do the save.
How many
Ooh.
do I get?
Just
solid
the
9.
one. It only left the range of one of them, and it will take 9
Okay.
radiant damage from the Spirit Guardians.
That is
Ooh,
a critical.
That's a crit.
So that's 5 damage.
Yeah.
It's all a probabilities game. If you roll that many 20s.
Exactly. This is the benefit of having this many. This vampire starts its turn in direct sunlight, so it's going to take 20 off the bat. It is also in both Spirit Guardians range, so it's going to make 2 wisdom saves.
Indeed.
It's going to succeed against Rory, and it's going to fail against Ilena.
Well, instead of 15, takes only 7.
No. It failed against yours, succeeded against mine.
No,
okay.
The first one was for Rory, the second one was for Ilena.
Okay.
So it succeeds
and 9
against
from
Rory.
me, 7 from Ilena.
Okay.
So
You still have an
total
empty ortal in your thing. That is so wrong.
What?
You're still teotl in chat.
Are there any more spawns inside of boxes, or are they all
the
out?
boxes are free now. This vampire, somehow still standing. It also doesn't like its chances. So it is actually going to attempt to leap up into the air. So it is going to leave Diana and a Velociraptor and Ilena's range as it attempts to make this leap. So we get opportunity attacks for you.
Smack it back to the ground.
Exactly. If Ilena
Let's
hit.
go.
So 2 from the Velociraptor.
25.
You hit it. Yeah. So roll your damage.
6 piercing and 3 psychic because I added
so total
to weapon attacks as well.
Beautiful. So it doesn't manage to make its leap towards the wall to climb out of here. Diana, you get to make an opportunity attack as well, since it did try to leave your range. If you want to.
Oh, well, 17.
Okay, yeah. So that's going to be another 20.
Oh, sorry. No, it's 14. It doesn't have a mark on it.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Yep. So with that, it is reduced from full to 23. It falls to the ground after Ilena strikes it, and it is writhing around, screeching and howling incoherently. Volk, you can see that one of the vampires is trying to head up towards you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cantrip.
Beautiful.
That would be 2d8 with an 8.
Yeah, so you produce a flame in your palm. And
it's a ranged spell attack.
So you get to roll ranged attack. Plus your spellcasting modifier.
Spell attack bonus. That's what I'm looking at, right?
Yes.
Should be plus 10 for you.
Oh, yeah, it's 10. Okay, I'm just gonna roll.
Must be nice having 22 wisdom.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Am I right?
So jealous.
Nice.
I could have 2 higher passive perception.
I rolled a 3, so that's a 13.
Wide, but the flame will create temporary radius.
There's a little poof.
Doing so ends the spell. Okay, since you attacked with it, it ends the spell. So it poofs against the ground and disappears. Still.
I instruct the Velociraptors to continue attacking.
Very good. Now Diana and Casimir get to go.
I'm not going to bother putting mark on, so I feel like I get more damage just attacking more.
Go ahead.
So I'm just going to attack this one south of me 3 times.
Ooh. Those all hit. It had 23
Nice.
hit points, which I believe you surpassed with your damage here, because that's a 12, a 10, and a 9 at least.
Yep.
Yeah, the first two would do 29.
So how do you want to kill it? Anything fancy you want to do?
I think she's basically still just flailing. There's not much. There's still like some form left, but like she can't see it really.
Yep. So you don't even notice when it dies until you get covered in ash.
Yeah, she's basically rather than like actually fighting, she's performing like training exercises, and she can't actually see this thing. She just has to. Yeah,
that works.
Casimir, if possible.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh, could I move up here and get my last attack in on this one?
Absolutely, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. And then Casimir will go ahead. Well, what were you going to say about that?
Oh, I was just going to say he can see this one from where he is, but he's going to have to descend the stairs to see the other one, which means he will enter Spirit Guardian range.
Okay, yeah, he will just attack that one then.
Okay. That makes sense.
15 fire.
15 fire. It will certainly hit. Yeah, no, you made short work of these vampires. They're fully kitted out, or you're fully kitted out. So here's the one with the 1 hit point, holding the holy symbol of Ravenkind. Just disintegrates. It is gone. Have Ireena make a dex saving throw, please, to see if she can catch it.
Sure. Easy.
Oh yeah, easy. She snatches it out of the air and she holds it up and she says, "At the present for you, boo."
No, thank you, my love.
Yeah. So that's her turn. The vampire's turn. Velociraptors get to go. So I think. Ooh, no, they probably won't be able to finish this combat just yet. But yeah, Volk, your raptors get to do their thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in range. Those ones move to attack this one. This one comes over to attack this one, and the rest of them circle up on this guy. We're gonna do the guy at the bottom first.
Okay.
With 3 bites and 3 claws. I'm going to roll bite, 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 claw, claw, claw.
Okay.
Bite, bite, bite.
Okay. Last one.
I think the first 2 hit, so that's a total of 4 damage. And then claw, claw, claw. The first one hits, and the last one hits, so that's a total of 6.
Yep.
And then 4 bites on the top guy. That's 2 hits for a total of 4 damage, and that's 4. That's a total of 10.
Okay, yeah. They're doing their thing and doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shredding into them. Okay.
They're minions, little swarms of creatures, very effective. It turns.
Yeah. It's now the Aurora's turn. So Ireena can toss this to you if you want.
I think Ireena's gonna. She sees that the other ones are basically crumbling already. Goes here.
Mm-hmm.
Hands it over to Rory. Aww. And then
she says, "You got
Rory
this."
will take it and Sacred Flame the one in front of her.
Okay. Yeah, it's an attempt to save.
Yeah, pretty solid at dexterity save, so.
It failed.
But not enough! Take 17.
17. Woof. Okay.
Also, Ireena's gonna smack him twice.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Ooh, 2 hits. Yeah. That's another 13 damage. Yeah, this vampire spawn after your turn is exactly half hit points. So with a negative 20, it's at exactly a quarter hit points. And now it needs to save against 2 Spirit Guardians. Both failed. So give me your rolls. You need to.
Yeah.
If it's 22, it dies.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, that is one hell of a roll, Habiki.
That thing just took like 60 damage to start its turn. And it has like 80.
It is zapped out of existence like it never was there. And it is now Ileena's turn, since it did not get a turn.
Yeah, I'll just move here and that's it. Like
okay.
We are waiting for that one remaining.
So it only has 28 hit points, which means it is down to 8 hit points before it even attempted saves. And then we're gonna get 2 wisdom saves.
It cannot survive because it gets 7 plus at least 1.
Rory, then Ireena.
Rory.
It failed both, so it takes all of it. It is just demolished.
Spirit Guardians plus Daylight.
One of the students and one of the devilish angels, just one from the front, one from the back, just at the same time cutting off its head.
Just destroy it. Destroy it.
I feel like they put this fight here just to show you how much you've like advanced from.
Because if you remember, Rory fucking died last time we faced.
Last time you faced this sort of fight, you were destroyed.
Excuse me, we faced 6 and a wife.
Plus the fact that, like, all of our resources are depleted, but we still trounced these guys.
Yeah.
So
it was 2 level 3 slots, and
I still have
to kill vampires.
I still have a level 5 slot. I did.
Level 4 slot, level 3
important.
slot.
Yeah,
Because
Dino,
I'm saving my slots for the vampire fight because I know if we were gonna get our rest. And I like
Dino kind of like has her hand over her eyes and just say to Aurora, "Could you turn that off, please?"
Oh, yeah. I will turn off the guardians, and I will, I guess, turn off the sunlight.
Good. You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for some sort of closing mechanism for the door, the secret door that got us in here.
Sure. When you head back up, you see that there is actually you're gonna have to look for it. Investigation check, please. I've also revealed what Casimir saw in the corner here, since we're actually on the right map now. Yeah, there's a hallway down at the bottom right. There are two sort of tombstones, like what's the word for it? Crypt seals with celestial writing on them down here, as well as two doors leading to rooms over here. And there were two tomb guardians that he saw over here that had not been.
Could you remind? You said there was some writing down there. Could you remind me what that was?
Yeah, they're celestial. They're a list of names. I can give you those names real quick because Casimir would be able to communicate that to you. 33B and 33A. I will type them real quick. So in 33A, you see the names. So this is the southernmost one. Was the name Fekra and the name Zrinhala and the name Psykeni or Psykane, I think. That's in the southernmost one. And then the western one there is Zavnuk or Savnuk and Terracomedes.
Remember last time?
Some wizard chat.
Shami Amure.
Okay, got it.
Alright.
Still no closer to finding the sun sword.
Okay. So combat is over. You know a little bit about the area over here. Yeah, you know that there's a fissure here that opens up into a new room. You know that there's a little field desk in here, in the midst of the boxes, as well as the altars themselves. The altars, by the way, I will actually write on the map here real quick. Let's go to map layer. Let's go text. This one is...
Usually one.
The one on the left is... Tenebris.
Tenebris means something, but I don't know what it means.
It does mean something. You can absolutely make.
I'm not going to look it up because I feel like that would be a spoiler.
So I don't know if it means something.
Means dark.
Yeah, from later. It's like it's from Latin because in Italian it's really similar. Mm-hmm. So it means
dark.
The one in the south is the broken one, and it says vampire.
Oh boy!
Yeah, Rory and Ireena are staring at that and looking it up and down.
Yeah, there are little shards of amber spread about the pedestal itself, and there are little pieces scattered about the room. Given your understanding from your time as a mastermind rogue, you would guesstimate that it probably exploded at some point, which is why they're spread out throughout the room like they are.
We may want to, if we're going to, I suppose, rebind vampires to this place, then we might want to reconstruct this. Feels like if his is the only one that's been broken, then it stands to reason it was broken when he took Strahd as a vessel, perhaps.
Likely. I don't know how much time we have, but I I could really use a rest.
Yes, let's rest.
All right.
Yes, I think we all could use one.
You can take a breather. Are we going to take a short or a long rest?
Sure.
I definitely need a long rest.
Yeah, we need long rest.
I don't have any hit die left.
I don't have hit die, and I'm at 3 HP, guys. So
yeah.
I'm really low on spell slots. I still have the double exhaustion, which is really bad speed-wise.
Yes.
I have no spell slots, and also have 14 HP and no. I need a. Oh, I got a 21 looking for the trigger to close.
Oh,
the
yes.
door.
Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so with a 21, you can very easily find it. There is a patch of stone that is slightly worn down, and when you press your palm upon it, the liquid of the move earth spell activates, and the door seals back up. So you are now locked within the library. The only other entrance or exit out of this room that you are aware of is the fissure in the wall here.
Yeah.
On this level.
I would suggest we take our rest upstairs, just because it's further away from that crawly hole.
We should at least check out where it leads, not that there is something that crawls in here afterwards.
yeah,
Possibly.
Okay.
Well, do you want to rest now? Because if we go through, then we're likely to get ambushed or alert something.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's up to you. You do have an army of velociraptors you can send over there.
For the next 50 minutes.
But they can't do anything, or they can't tell us anything.
No, but I mean, you can watch them if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna tell the velociraptors, go through the cracks, and if there is an enemy, one of you run back and do a little circle while the rest of you attack the enemy.
Okay. You're not going to need to roll anything to figure that out. It just happens.
So they're gonna, and I say, if there isn't an enemy, then just stay in that room until you despawn.
All right.
Actually, no. If there isn't an enemy, come back, all of you.
Okay. I was gonna say, if they all die over there from something, they're not gonna come back. You're not gonna know.
Yeah. So if there is an enemy, one of you trail back and come back to us and run in a little circle. If there isn't any bad guys, then yeah.
Okay. So you're sending all of them through. You can certainly do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need you to make, how many are left?
There's 7.
I'm going to need you to make 7 wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, you don't know this is happening?
This is fun. 1. Actually, no, they don't have advantage. So that was a 15 and a 19. Okay. And then a 9, and then a 17, and then an 11, and an 11, and an 11.
Okay. Let me just read real quick here.
I'm guessing the 19 is the most likely to save.
Yes. What is... yeah, okay. So... you hear a grinding sound and then a bunch of slams. It sounds like rocks falling. And after a very short period, 2 of your velociraptors get back out of the crack in the wall, and they do very rapid circles back and forth. The other ones do not make it out. They do not return to you.
There's something bad in there.
But they cannot communicate to you what it was, and you do not know anything else about that. If Rory and Ireena, I see you're at the fissure. Rory, you have dark vision. If you want to try to have seen what happened, I'm going to need you to give me a perception check with disadvantage because you're looking through a crack and trying not to go through all the way.
thankfully would be normal because of the
Oh, true.
thingy.
So give me a normal perception check.
There you go. Why is my perception checks always so bad?
Ooh. Still, 17 is nothing. So I will reveal a little bit
That's
of
a
the
plus.
map
That's a
for you.
17 with a plus 12. That's so sad.
So you see...
The last like five have been like this, but they have always been enough because plus 12 is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh,
you
man.
see... That is about what you can see when it's not occluded.
Old!
Yeah, what you see peering through is a treasure room. There are piles and piles of objects and stuff. However, the velociraptors, as you watch them go in, when they get halfway in the room, almost all of the velociraptors slow to a crawl, and it looks like they're just like moving through molasses. And then one by one, they're just crushed by some invisible thing, and they just disintegrate into fey mist as they're hit by something invisible or unseen to your eyes. With a 17, you can't pick out anything in particular within the treasure, but you know that this is very clearly a vault of some kind.
Question.
Yeah.
So, it sounds to me, someone who has encountered this before, like a gelatinous cube. I'm very certain that Rory would know what gelatinous cubes are, considering that the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which leads to...
You would know that they are. I will say what you looked at, it looked more like... it looked like they were stepped on more than they were absorbed by something. Like something crushed.
So something from above, not something that they walked into.
Yeah. But you didn't see anything do it. It's just they were suddenly standing, and then they were suddenly a pile of bones on the ground.
Something stepped on them? It seemed like it. I couldn't see what it was. As in, just happened. It's slightly concerning. Anyway, that seems to be treasury. There's a good chance that the sunlight might be in there. Considering the unfortunate demise of your friends, I would say we leave that for after we rest.
I agree.
Okay.
Let's go hide upstairs and sleep in the beds.
Yeah.
Because there happen to be beds.
Okay. So we can absolutely head back upstairs. I will drag your tokens from this map back to the other map. We will hit copy.
They should have just made the upstairs part of this room on the same map, like as a separate room on the side.
Yeah. That would have been way more...
So you are back up here. This is indeed a very cozy library. And since you're going to be taking a long rest, and some of you don't need to take a full long rest, 2 of you, in fact, only need to sleep 4 hours, yeah, you can peruse the shelves.
I theoretically don't need sleep.
Because the first hour is partially guarded by velociraptors as well.
That one too, yeah. Yeah, are you doing anything else to shore yourselves up while you're in this room?
Could we take some of the crates and kind of pile them against the bottom of the staircase? Kind of create a bit of a barrier?
You certainly can. I will say the crates, they kind of disintegrated when the vampires broke free.
Okay.
So it's like driftwood, essentially. You're not going to make much of a barrier.
Yeah.
You can always give it a shot.
All right.
But you just looking at it, you're not going to make much of a change.
Yeah, Diana doesn't know much about woodwork, so...
Okay. Then everybody can hang out.
Yeah, we can just keep watch. Just the basic.
The books. You want to keep looking for books?
Yes. Does Ireena still not need to sleep if she's human now?
No, Ileena is back to her normal half-elven self. So all of your reborn traits are gone.
Rip my fun stuff.
Yep. But hey, you are cleansed of all of the evils and all of the resurrections of this place and everything. I am. You are all 100% au naturel half-elf with just a little bit of dragon blood.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'll do half elves good. I think nothing.
Well, you get dark vision. You get some other stuff.
You get Dark Vision, but already had it, so...
Yes. Yeah. Let's do the books first, because I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
How many... you're going to have to roll a percentile dice each time.
Okay.
What are you looking for specifically?
Wizard spells, and then anything else that like piques interest.
Okay. This library contains the knowledge of every spell known to people of AD&D. So there will definitely be lots of wizard spells in here. But since they're not labeled, and you're only going to be going around the first floor level, unless you want to climb or something. Let's say if you roll above a 90, you get wizard spells. If you roll below the certain threshold that I'm aware of, you find something else.
Okay. Could we also look for stuff about dark powers as well?
Yeah. I'll allow that. This is mainly a repository for different... this is essentially like a spell repository, but you could find, hypothetically, lore as well.
All right. So yeah.
Right off the bat, what wizard spells would you like to get? What levels? With 100? You could pick... I'll give you 6 wizard spells that you can pick from level 1 to 7.
First, I'm going to say, I imagine Rory communicates there was something invisible. See invisibility.
Okay, so I'll write that down first.
I think as well, hold person.
Okay.
I'm just going off the top of my head.
Hold monster, maybe.
You know what? This is going to be a repository of all wizard spells, so I think it's more fair if you get 3 spells you want, and then it's just a bunch of spells you don't want. So give me one more that you want to find in this book.
Haste.
Okay. So that's the first one. For Casimir to transfer them over, he's going to need to add them to his spell book, which I don't think has a material cost. I think it's just spell scrolls that you need that for. Or am I wrong?
It needs paper and ink. It's 50 gold per level.
Right, which I don't believe you guys have at the moment.
No.
But
nope.
They're there. So he can as long as he has these books on him, he'll be able to transfer that over. Or he'll be able to cast them from these books.
This place is elven, right?
It is.
Would it be possible to find stuff about blade singing?
Yeah. Actually, let's just keep the same thing. You roll above a 90, you find what you're looking for. Otherwise, it's something else. And if you roll below the certain threshold, you find my little surprise.
Okay. 54.
Okay. So this one, it's a cooking book.
Okay.
It's various ways to cook halfling. You can roast them in jelly, you can boil them in a stew, you can roast them on fire.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that book to the side. Just tuck it into the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
No, just ignore it.
Okay.
64.
64. Okay. This one is a book on. Actually, you know what this one is? It is the book detailing a romance in a far kingdom between 2 warring factions. It's a historical fiction. Romance of
the High King's Love of Volume 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'll keep going. 87.
Okay. This one is a bit saucier. It's a copy of Tusklove. Somehow it got here from Exandria. You hear the tales of Oscar, the ruddy half orc, and his escapades.
Oh, Oscar. Oscar.
Oh, again, nothing useful. This one is. I'm running out of ideas for stuff it could be. It's not useful. It's not what you're looking for.
Okay. How long would it take? That's just search.
It's a copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, that works. It's a copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. How many have you made so far? You've made 6? It makes sense that you'd be able to skim through that many in a short rest. So, yeah, it's quite a few. You're just looking at books. So, I mean, I'm having you roll each time because there's always a chance you could find something not very helpful.
Okay. So how many should I roll then? So I've got 4 hours.
Yeah. We'll say 6 an hour. So
6 an hour.
Yeah, give me another fucking 12. Jeez. I can't reasonably make it less than that because you're just pulling books off shelves.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot.
There's a 6 there.
Yes, finally. Okay. So you never rolled above a 90 again.
No.
So you never get more wizard spells. You just have those 3 that you asked for. You do find plenty of other spells of various kinds, which would include all of the arcane spells. So, or not all of the spells that can be written down. So we're talking clerics, bards, everything.
Yeah.
But with the 6, you pull a book off the shelf, and I'm going to describe it to you real quick. I don't own the source book that has this item, so I need to go to the Forgotten Realms wiki.
It's the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah, exactly. You pull the Book of
hey.
Vile Darkness.
You pluck a book off the shelf. There's nothing on the spine that depicts anything, but when you pluck it off the shelf, you see it is a black cover with gold embossing, and there's the picture of some sort of devilish fiend on the cover. It looks like he's being chained down, and as soon as you open it, you are overcome with a sense of nausea. I'm actually going to go to a different site because the wiki doesn't have the actual mechanics of what this thing is. There we go. Vile Darkness wiki.
You've just unlocked the Necronomicon.
Contents of this foul manuscript of ineffable wickedness are the meat and drink of those of evil's thrall. No mortal was meant to know the secrets it contains, no knowledge so horrible that even to glimpse the scrawled pages invites madness. So as you flip through these pages...
No.
What are we going to do? You are not attuned to it. This is a long stat sheet. But yes, it is the Book of Vile Darkness.
Evil Diana.
I just realized that Casimir doesn't have identify, so I should have asked for that.
That's true.
Oh god. Just read the funny book.
Okay. You're looking through it. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Nothing good asks for saves when you read it.
Okay. As you are flipping through the pages, you're overcome with nausea as you look at the various pages and the descriptions of different spells, and it seems innocent enough, but it gets increasingly dark, and you actually get like violently ill as you're trying to read this thing. As you are getting violently ill, wisdom saving throw. Because you got sick, I'm going to give you advantage.
Okay. Is this like trying to throw it away?
Yeah.
I definitely
want to read more,
do that.
But the innate goodness in you made you nauseous at its presence. So you're sort of battling against your internal sense of justice and the pull of this book.
21.
Yeah. You don't know why, but you know you need to get rid of this thing.
Yeah, can I throw it down to the floor below, cast Wall of Fire, and just encircle it in flame?
As soon as the Wall of Fire goes away, it's still there.
I imagine Casimir is slightly shocked at that.
Yeah, he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know what that deal was. He's like, what was it?
I don't know it. I just got this. Oh, it's awful when I picked it up and read it. It's just trying to entrap me or something.
He says, I know the knowledge in this temple was forbidden from us for a reason. We don't know exactly what happened, but this temple was built by our gods long, long ago, and the sages were sent here to guard and protect the knowledge within. But long before I was born, we were told never to come up here again. I'm beginning to understand why.
Yeah, I think we have what we need now. We should probably stop working.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you will have gotten that much useful knowledge out of the rest of that. Okay. Thank you for indulging me, and thank you for rolling below a 15.
I actually rolled below 15 twice.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do I get the Book of Exalted Deeds as well?
No. You found the Book of Val Darkness, and that was the most important thing in here. Yeah. So it is laying on the floor below. I will keep that in mind for the future. In the meantime, we'll settle in for a long rest. So everybody can do their long rest things if you would like.
Yay!
Hey.
Let's prepare spells.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Let's prepare the
spells. At least it's not as bad as Pathfinder.
At least it's not so bad. I don't know. I never
The only thing that is awful in Pathfinder, well, together with healing, but.
Who amongst you is taking a watch, or are you setting a watch of any kind?
I think Ireena and Casma can take 2 watches together. So that's 4 of our 8
Well, you would
8
have
hours.
been using. I'm not going to allow you to do that.
Yeah.
Because you used.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the 2 of you are indisposed for watches.
I'll take a 2-hour watch at some point in the night.
Okay.
I can take a watch.
Okay.
Well, Ireena would also take one.
Okay. So that will get us 6 hours, because it'll be about 2 hours each.
Don't we have Ilena with a half elf?
No, half elves don't do that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Elves that only need like half the sleep. They decide to just look at books.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. We have red in theory.
That's true.
We do have red theoretically.
Because I feel like Rory is extremely tired and still shivering from
So Rory, you could sleep right through. I'm going to need perception checks from Volk, Ilena, and Ireena.
The Abbot wasn't a Soa, was he? He was something else.
No, he was a Planetar.
Deva.
He was a
Deva,
Planetar.
sorry, Deva. You're right.
Planetars are like 8 CR out.
Never mind. They're 16 CR. I was very wrong. Okay. So up first was Ilena was taking the first watch then, I guess.
Yep, sure.
With a 25. You don't notice anything in particular on your watch. Riley, with a 26 for Volk. Volk also doesn't notice anything in particular during your watch. Last up, we have
I'm tempted to take Holy Weapon.
Alright, I'm gonna drop Call Lightning.
Put it on Diana.
I'm gonna take Shield of Faith again because.
Yes.
Does anybody have mending? Question mark?
No. Yes, I have mending.
Can you mend my armor?
Maybe.
That's a great question. Could you post the mending in chat?
Mending. No larger than a foot. So I can mend like.
It's cantrip. You can recast at different times.
Yeah.
True.
So Spencer.
It's a little complicated. I think it is reasonable that this is something it can do. Because your armor isn't magical, right? It's just regular.
It's not magical. It's just regular whatever armor it is.
Okay. So you can do that as well. Yeah, so your armor is it's penalties are
restored.
Ireena though. Ireena takes the last watch. She rolled a 6 on her perception check. So all of you are in the dead of sleep when a wall on the leftward side of the room, the western side of the room, becomes liquid and opens. And a very old man, shriveled up, wearing beautiful white, red, and purple robes, but very old and threadbare. Shuffles through the wall, looks around at a lot of you, mutters to himself, shuffles forward a little bit, and says a command word that causes all of the lights in the room to come to life. All of you are woken up from your sleep. Having completed a long rest, he waited until all of you were asleep before he came out. I will reveal the room that he came from. And yes, you are all awoken by bright lights suddenly filling the room. Overhead, NPCs. Sage of the Amber Temple. You are all jolted awake by a creaky old man's voice, as this very old Egyptian-looking man says, "And what are you all doing in my temple?"
Diana will jolt out of her meditation, just reach for her swords out of instinct, but realize he doesn't pay as much to that.
He doesn't even react to that. He's just looking at you. He's a little hunched over, a little bit of osteoporosis. He's looking at you. His one eye has a bit of a cataract in it. But yeah, he's looking up at a lot of you, completely unfazed by your appearance. He says, "It's been a long time since I've had visitors."
We're looking for something to help us in a fight.
"Found something, you have?" He points at the books on the ground. "Found many somethings."
Yes, I didn't think there was anyone here left. Let's have missed them. I can put some back if you like.
"Oh, no matter." You see he waves his hand, and the books begin magically raising up off the ground and being slotted back in their slots. Exactly the places where they were before.
Does the Book of Vile Darkness move?
He has not noticed it yet. He's just putting away the ones that are around your feet.
Okay. Do you think you could tell us more? Why were there vampires in the floor below us?
Vampires? Vampires? I don't know of any vampires, he says as he puts more of the books away. Are you sure you're remembering right?
We just fought 6 vampire spawns down there.
6 vampires? In here? But this is a holy temple. No evil is allowed in here.
My dear friend, last time you had visitors, do you remember... No, not that. Well, first of all, does he look human? Or is less human?
He does look human-ish. Just impossibly old.
What was the date of your birth, my dear friend?
Oh, 732.
What's the year right now?
13.
Yeah.
Something.
He gives another he calls it oh shit, what is the land he's from?
Yeah, well,
I need to look up. It's not Dale Reckoning time. It's a different dating method.
oh, okay.
So he says a date, but it is meaningless to you.
Mm-hmm.
You judge the date by Dale Reckoning, and this is not the same dating system.
Okay, makes sense. How long did you come here in this temple?
How long? I don't know exactly. It's been a long time. He thinks for a minute, and he is going to make a history check. Oh, I can't remember now. It was a Wednesday. A long time ago, I know that.
Do you know what a vampire is?
Undead? Drinks blood.
Okay. And do you know who Strahd is?
Strahd. Another intelligence check real quick. Another crit fail. 2 in a row. He says, that name doesn't ring a bell. Are you sure you're in the right place? You're asking me lots of things I've never heard of before.
How about a vampire?
Vampire? Oh.
Why is there a rag there?
I know, vampire.
Because that's...
Oh.
1 second. I'm talking to people in Ireena.
Yeah.
And you're not muted. No, you're muted.
Now you're muted. He says, vampire. Vampire. Oh, yes. That's one of the pedestals downstairs.
Could you tell us more about that? What do the pedestals do?
Oh, they're very old repositories of knowledge. You see, the people who built this temple, they made sure... As he's saying this, he's headed over to the railing, and he looks down, and he sees the Book of Vile Darkness at the bottom of the stairs. He says, oh, my. And he uses Mage Hand to pick it up.
No, don't. We want that to stay separate.
Oh, why? It's part of the library.
When I touched it, I could tell it's magical in some way. It's tried to enthrall me and make me keep on reading.
Nonsense. Knowledge isn't enthralling. Not in any magical sort of way. Knowledge is knowledge. There's no such thing as bad knowledge.
I love this.
He raises the book up with Mage Hand unless anybody wants to do anything to stop him. And he will grab it out of the air unless anybody stops him.
Counter spell.
Okay. Well, it's a cantrip, so it disappears. if you
I don't.
Serious. All right.
No, I'm not. He's not going. Casimir's not going to waste a counter spell on that because he knows he can just cast it again.
Fair enough. He just the Book of Vile Darkness raises in the air, held aloft by magical hand, and it gets slotted back in its spot on the shelf. He seems completely unaffected by it. He says, "Knowledge is knowledge. You know, some things, a little bit tempting, but you need to know all of it if you want to truly understand something."
I don't. Do you know about the vault of this temple? Is there something guarding it?
Oh, there's lots of things guarding the temple.
Specifically the vault.
The vault. He thinks. Okay, that one was a 14. He says, oh, the vault, yes. There was one of those lovely amber golems we were left was in there. They have this feature. They can turn invisible. If in someone with the right command words can command the golems, they turn invisible, and then they can stand forever, guarding whatever place they are and be completely unseen. We had to kill one when we arrived here, It was in that upper room upstairs. We buried it in the wall.
Yes, we had to take care of that one. Do you know the command word?
I do. He looks off into space for a second. I don't remember what it is now. I wrote all these things down. I can't seem to find my spell book. It's been a very long time. You wouldn't happen to have seen it, would you? I've misplaced it. It used to be in this library, but it went missing.
We've not seen a spell book, have we?
What is your name exactly, if you have not forgotten it? That was mean. I didn't mean to make it sound mean.
Oh, that's okay. When you've lived as long as I have, it's hard to, put one memory in front of the other. But my name...
Volk gives a little chuckle at that and kind of nods knowingly.
My name is...
Does it happen to be Extenter?
I don't know. Maybe. I know I'm a sage of the temple. I'm a warden.
I will hand him the Sage's spellbook that I have.
My spell book. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been looking for this for I don't know how long. You've even managed to open it. Very clever.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let me help you. And then I open it with the holy symbol.
He doesn't need it. As soon as he touches the spellbook, it turns back into a book and opens up in his hands. And he begins flipping through. You said you wanted to know the command words?
That's right.
Something more important right now. The ritual to entomb all ancient evils into amber. Do you happen to know how that goes? It is in this book, but it is encrypted.
Oh, the cipher is really simple. You see, he begins flipping through the pages. He says, I can translate it for you if you want. I mean, that's our job, after all. You know, we came to this temple to guard its secrets, but, you know, what's the point of having secrets if you don't, you know, share them? If nobody knows a secret, it's just dead knowledge.
That is very
I like this guy.
It's true. I adore this guy.
Does anybody have a pen?
Ah, of course.
So he will take a pen, and he will begin going through the pages at the various spots where the ritual is depicted, and he will make little notations, translating a bit of the cipher. As he reads, the expression on his face changes a little bit.
It's forgotten.
He seems like a really docile old man, really kind, a wide smile, just a warm-looking guy. But as he reads, his expression falls a little bit. And you can see his one cataract eye is wandering a little bit. And it seems to be looking off into the distance, almost like it's reading something. And about halfway through his translation of the ciphers, he stops writing. And he snaps the book shut. And he says, I am Exithantor. I came to this temple with my fellows to guard the knowledge in it and keep it safe from those that would abuse it. He looks at you lot. I am Exithantor. I killed my fellows when they tried to become liches. I did this, and I would do more to anyone that would take the knowledge of this temple and use it for foul purposes. What is your purpose?
One of the evils that was contained in this temple has escaped about 700 years ago in this world. The man we talked about before, Strahd von Zarevich, was the one to set him free after he got lulled in by him and convinced that he should take his power. If you look downstairs, you will find the little empor that housed Vampire before broken.
You see a look of understanding pass over his features, and his posture completely changes. Before he was all hunched over and just sort of, he was Yoda-like as he was reading this book. With this, he stands straighter, and you hear some cracking as the osteoporosis in his spine just sort of breaks as he stands back up to his full height. And he says, Vampire, I remember. A handsome young man came here one time. They said he was going to be a dark prince. And what is the point of hoarding knowledge if you're never going to use it? I told him I just needed to find someone that was worthy of this knowledge. And my, oh my, that handsome young man certainly was. And you watch as this kindly old man's face begins to change as his memories come back to him. His flesh sinks into his skull, stretches out, and then begins to pull back. You see arcane runes that are etched into the very bones of his skull become visible, glowing slightly, as the man whose spellbook you have returned to him regains his memory, regains his spells, and altars before you.
Oh no.
He's a lich. Oh, we gave a lich his spellbook back, guys.
Until
Jesus.
Sorry.
so I'm going to drop his appearance in the overhead NPCs. Exit.
Betrayal.
He says,
Boy.
Strahd is a perfect vessel for the knowledge of this temple. And you want to take that away from him? Why would you do that? Unless, he clicks his tongue, you could be the next ones, if you wanted. I know all the secrets. I can point you to the right tombs.
We've gone through great lengths to ensure that doesn't happen.
He does a powered kill.
Just
saying.
Let's go.
The knowledge needs to be used. If you're going to lock something away, you need to let something back out. And with that, we will end today's session because I have somewhere else to be. But you have found Exithanter. You have returned his spellbook to him. He has returned to full hit points and full spell slots. And he is still friendly, but he is substantially more sinister than he was when he first appeared.
So, guys, everybody ready to potentially clap a lich?
Yeah.
Out of existence?
Well, if he does have power,
also, I would be here since I gave him the book.
Yeah. We'll have to see next time because the session is over. So, thank you so very much for playing. I love you guys.